Toys, 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 manly toys, 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 toys,
and TV and movies too.
Hey
everybody, welcome to the show. This is the Toy Duo team. We're back. We're live. It is Sunday, July 6th,
turning it on and off again?
3 o'clock. What happened?
I'm just bugging you.
Oh, okay.
I thought I heard someone say "Let Him Breathe" in the intro. Was that like an add-on feature?
No, I had that in from the beginning. That is actually my voice. I'm imitating somebody else's voice. Sounds just like you, doesn't it?
I thought it was me. I just got a text message. A guy was asking me about buying my Clubber Lang figure, and he's like, "Oh, will you take 40?" This is this morning. I'm like, "No, 50. I'll do 50." And then he just messaged me back, "Please." Like I've never had that.
That does it.
It must be a grown man.
That does it. Anyways, I know we're a little bit late today. We got a 3-hour late start, so hopefully people will jump in. We got Gap After Dark here saying, hello, everyone. Got Dave's Dimension. He was actually first. He's saying, have a great stream, guys. He probably is watching and dashing. No, I see him further down the line. Gerard Kane has joined us saying, evening all. And Super Awesome Geek Show is here. That's unlike the Duo Lab John project guy for $6.99. This is the Super Awesome Geek Show. We got, Dave is still here. Look at that. Look, these guys. Let's see. Gap is telling me that you gave Brett so much joy during the 4 spins of the wheel yesterday.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
So this, you were first eliminated in every wheel and 4 in a row, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I was crying instead of typing in the chat.
So it's totally legit.
Yeah, totally legit.
Wheel toys, yeah.
Same Time Toys has jumped in. Stuck at work. Part of the replay squad. Okay, no problem. Have fun at work. Paul's Collectibles is here. He's saying, I made it. Good to see you guys. Let's see. And then saying hello. Okay, so it's another Saturday. We got some stuff to talk about. Let's see. Dino from Geek Strong is jumping in. I don't know why he's using his phone in portrait mode. This is going to be super annoying. I'm probably going to have to remove him from the stream if he can't figure the technical difficulties on that out, because we do not allow people to stream in portrait mode. I hate that.
I just switched it.
That is for TikTok.
Turn your phone.
I did. Look at. I turned my phone upside down. I turn it left to right. Hey guys, how's this? Is this better?
Perfect.
Tilt it like this. Move it so that it
is. It's upside.
No, move it forward and back so it registers that you've turned it sideways.
You have to do it sideways so we can see your pipes.
All right, so you can see Dino has not mastered the art of portrait or landscape mode, which is the sign of a true professional YouTuber extraordinaire. He is on the top tier of YouTube.
Well, he did just spend all his money on buying 5.
I thought he got 6, so he could open 3 of them.
He is older than me, so this is.
He bought a number of them. I don't know how many.
So he is in freeze mode. We'll just leave him like that.
Look at the size of those fingers.
Yeah,
you better not be using the force, Dino.
All right, so let's see. Everybody saying hello, hello. Paul is getting dizzy watching Dino. Me too. He's gone. He'll probably come back. Anyway, so we'd like to start the show this week with a little bit of bragging camp. So this is a little part we like to call Welcome to Bragging Camp, and we'll just do a little bit of show and tell, and you can show off something that you picked up in your collection that you would like to show off. Who wants to go first? Rick?
0 items that I picked up. But look,
awesome.
I got this cool custom hammerhead.
Oh, yeah, look at that. You can barely see it. It's just blended in with the rest of
the stuff. And then this cool Hulk here.
I think that's been hanging around.
I'd get him in the frame.
That is pretty
Not new. I just rearranged those 2 items to see if anyone would notice.
All right, so
anyone notice?
Big bragging.
Hey, I noticed something. There's a Hulk behind you.
Nice.
So the big bragging camp from Left Coast Graphics is a big 0.
Yeah.
It's I've moved stuff around.
All right, let's move on to
All right.
John. Let's
So
see. GeForce
today-
and hello.
Today I went in. Well, I got a nice display for these, and they gave me round pieces that insert into this display. Did not fit GI Joe. They fit Star Wars, Kenner Star Wars, but not quite fit GI Joe. So I went over to the wood shop today. There's a wood shop in our clubhouse, and I went in and I asked all the nice elderly guys that were sitting around the wood shop if they could help me modify this display just a little bit so that I could slide square instead of round GI Joe stands into the slots where the round ones were supposed to go. And within about an hour and a half, 2 hours, they called up and said they had worked out a solution for me. And I went and picked it up. And now my international heroes, these are ultra rare GI Joe figures. They are a mail away from South America. Brazil, I think, and Argentina might have been able to get them. And that's the only place in the world where you could have got these. And they were a mail away back in the late 80s there. You got all 4 figures in a mail away pack. With
So is that the same stand you showed me this morning with the round?
Yeah.
And you thingamajubered it to make
so
them
they thingamajubered it so the square GI Joe stands would fit, and then the square orange one fits in the back so that I could put the card, because it has a card holder on the square orange one, so I could put the file card in there with it. And this Figures Lab company, I'm going to be doing a video on them. They have some really good displays for your action figures. And
I want to ask about that orange file card stand you said it was. Is it meant to hold like a cardboard paper thing?
Yeah, it's meant to hold a figure in front of their file card. Hasbro started making those in the 90s. I would say like 95, 96, like that range. Because they realized
figures.
They came packed with a figure, and they realized that adult collectors were starting to get back into the hobby at that time, because adult collectors, that's when the Star Wars made a resurgence with the power of the Jedi or power of the Force, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they had everyone was collecting Batman the Animated Series. Like, those two things are what got a lot of people back in, a lot of adults or young adults, people in their 20s and early 30s, back into collecting action figures. So when they saw this for them, it was a new market. They were like, oh my gosh, these 25-year-old guys, there's 30-year-old guys are buying toys again. So they just did that because you could put a figure on it if you were a kid and use it as a figure stand, because it's still got a peg on it.
Oh, okay,
but if you're an adult, you could stand your figure and put the card right behind the figure. On the same stand, Yeah,
I'm always interested in stands that hold stuff. Like, I wonder if there's a third-party company like, Collecting Warehouse or Lane's Accessories, any of those guys that make acrylic and stuff like that, make a stand.
I bet you that there's a company called Figure Stand.
Figure Lab. Figure Lab
that does
that. Yeah. But I have another Figure Lab display case right here. This is how they come, and I'm going to do a video on putting it together and showing how it works and what you get. They actually gave you a bunch of extra stands in the set as well. So I think they wanted to show you what they're making. So they put some.
It has those acrylic walls as well, right?
Yeah, it's the same acrylic box with the wooden stand, and they must have made more of the modern one. So the modern style, like say Vintage Collection TVC, 3.75 inch display. They make them for 6 inch and for 3.75. So I bought a modern 375 and I bought a vintage 375, And the vintage 375 came with stands that hold Star Wars figures. And but the peg is just a little bit too small to hold a G.I. Joe snugly. So I had to, that's why I modified this stand a little bit to make it fit the G.I. Joe.
Looks good.
But then the modern one is sized, the peg holes are sized to the vintage collection and Marvel Legends 375, the old Marvel 375
Those
stuff.
are cool stands. Can't wait for that video because I could always use some awesome display cases.
Yeah.
All right.
And they got a lot more than just that. I'll show some other stuff in the video, but yeah.
All right, cool. So we got, let's see, Silver Scratch Built Productions has joined us. We got Gap saying, you go to the wood shop after terrorizing the poor. Okay, I don't know what that.
John has the most fingers of all the guys that work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of us aren't any spring chickens.
Well, these guys are like 70 and 80. They're older than me.
All right. Sonny is saying, good day, mates. He didn't have to wake up so early this morning. Northern Nomad is saying, what up, suckers? Jumpy McClunky is saying, hello to everybody. Let's see. Good old fellas helping out John. Northern Nomad wants to remind everybody that I am the leader of my own Action Force troop. He saw my video, my short, where I have my head on my Selfie series. Let's see.
Those guys just see John as a peer.
Yeah, picked up.
Maybe they do now. Yeah.
Go fast, Nomad. Okay,
Rolando
is here saying hello. We got
Rolando
saying hello. Dave is saying hello. Okay, and then David R is down here saying hello. And I will show off my pickup of the week, which includes this super shiny reflective sticker from Super Awesome Geek Show.
Sweet.
He meant to send me one magnet for my refrigerator, but they were stuck together.
So you got a bonus magnet. Look at that.
Ding, 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 ding.
I got this nice Monster Force sticker, this bag of hands that look like they're for, and looks like there's some other stuff in there. Looks like they're mostly for 3.75.
Yeah, it's for their smaller figures that I didn't know what.
Everybody, give her a hand.
But they
gave me a couple bags of those, and I kept one and threw one to you because I don't know what to do with them.
Oh, there's a nice head in here too, so I think I can modify like a vintage collection figure into something else. And
free head.
I got the Monster Force Blood Prince Dracula, and I'll do a review on that this week so we can see how that Monster Force.
And they did tell me they sold out by the end of Sunday.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's
not how they're packaging all of their toys.
No, this is just the convention exclusive.
It was a convention exclusive quick pack thing they did.
They
were barely done with production on those.
It looks edible.
So before we move on from Bragging Camp, I messaged Geek Strong to let him know that I was just kidding about portrait mode, and this was his response.
Crying now. I've never read Dino swear before.
I know, yeah.
That's not Dino.
Now he says we're in a fight.
That's AI.
Then he sent me this picture. Apparently, he's doing updates.
That's why you don't use PC computers. They just update like in the middle of phone calls to grandma. They don't care.
They do. They just update anytime. Yeah.
Oh, we're updating.
Yep.
Anyways,
please wait. I have a cool thing coming. So, my dad found a Bigfoot golf club cover. I showed Rick a picture earlier, but he went to sleep already, so I can't see it now.
And I saw today, Chris Prillo, that one of the 3D print guys. We think we all follow on Twitter and YouTube. He's printed a new Bigfoot figure, which looks pretty cool.
Oh, cool! Let's go check it out.
You know what's hilarious? You say Chris Prillo, the 3D print dude. When you say Chris Prillo, I think of the Call for Help dude or Attack of the Show or whatever he was. Call for Help. Remember that Tech TV?
Yeah, he was on Tech TV.
He was on Tech TV.
In Canada, we had this guy Dotto.
I'm mad at Canada right now. By the way, you guys are stealing all of our movie and TV show jobs.
Yep, we are.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Okay. You're welcome.
Took our jobs.
All right. Anyways, let's do this. We had episode 6 of Star Wars Acolyte this week. I know you guys had an after show this morning. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, so I don't know what was said. But I will point out
We
there
said
was
that
like,
we wish that Vern was in the show because he acts a lot better than some of the guys on the show.
And we dedicated a 5-minute segment of the show to Vern.
did you really?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'll have to watch. I'm
If
definitely
you don't
going
see
to
it
watch.
the first time, when you watch it the second time, you'll see it for sure.
Okay. So, anyways, Dave's got nothing but love for Canada. You know, I was just joking about Canada.
It will battle you,
But
man.
you guys are still in all of our shows. Anyways, this is This is the last picture in one of these special pieces of artwork that came out for Star Wars Acolyte. And if you saw the 4 of them together, it was on Twitter. It was the different turns of an eclipse. So the sun was being eclipsed. So this is the 4th picture, right? And what they're suggesting is that the artwork is foreshadowing the demise of this guy. Right.
Sure.
Like, so once an eclipse, of course, is done, then the light returns. So basically, like, this is the peak. Then in the last couple episodes, we'll get the unveiling of the eclipse. The light side will return, and this guy will probably be demised because they're taking this picture and saying, "Does that look like a barrel pointed at his head?" I don't know. That's the weirdest like thing. People pull stuff like that out, right?
Yeah.
Star -1.
Yeah. So do you
There
guys?
he is.
Hey, Dino's back. So do you guys? So we're not in a fight anymore. Dino's back.
We made up.
You should get flower delivery soon, Vern.
So I know you guys did the after show. I know you're probably all Star Wars out. Does anybody have anything they want to add now that they thought about afterwards that they want to contribute?
I just think the green girl trained Kamir.
Oh yeah, and those are definitely her whip marks on his back.
Yeah,
right?
and she whipped his back. Yep.
Which is just showing that the Jedi do attack from behind.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily know
probably
what went
unarmed,
down
too.
there. You know,
Which
I think
makes
they had a fight. I think they had a fight before he left, and
I think that she is his trainer, like his Sith Lord.
She's gone to the dark side. You think?
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't think. I don't think she's a Sithy person. I just think she's a Jedi, but like Saul, hiding some stuff.
I think that they had to build something into this character that no matter what, when this show is over, she'll have a job.
Of course, I agree with that too.
Role.
But I think that could be like, season 2, if it moves forward.
Yeah, I don't.
Greenlit would explore that because it would be continuing. I don't think it would turn into a flashback. It would be, there's 100 years of story they can tell, right? So
I honestly think, just like the Jedi don't want to reveal to the council that there is a Sith. I feel that the people that made the Acolytes don't want to reveal to Disney how bad this show really is.
yeah, they're keeping it all secret.
The Jedi are trying to keep it a secret. Don't tell Disney.
I don't think it'll be that bad by the end. I think that because to me the show gets better with every episode.
Look,
and makes me think that
it gets better with every episode. This episode, the episode 6, was horrible.
What are you talking about?
I disagree with Dino.
Yeah, me too. I disagree a lot.
I think he's just trying to
He was the only one.
Yeah, he's trying to make us fight.
My daughter's 22 years old, right? She's never watched. She loves Disney. She's been watching the Clone Wars. I mean, she loves Star Wars. She's been watching the Clone Wars animated. And she watched episode 6 with me. She hadn't seen any episodes prior to that. And she couldn't believe how bad the acting was and just how bad the story. It was just like blah.
I agree that episode 6 wasn't the best.
And she's 22.
Performance by all the people that they shouldn't, highlight on their portfolio page. Picking a different episode.
Oh, for acting wise, I agree. The acting was not that great. But
the one person's just learned English, so his acting is going to be, suspect at some point.
Sure.
The other lady, the green lady, I don't think has ever acted before the show. And then the guy whose name is Mog or whatever, like her Jedi sidekick English dude.
He just got out of acting class.
Started acting today too.
Yeah, he started acting. But for
the Canadian guy was cool.
Well, have you guys ever watched?
For an episode, I appreciated that it felt like a complete episode. It had a little bit pushed the story along.
It did.
And to me, I felt like was an okay episode. It didn't have the greatest acting, but along with the story comes a little bit of push.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think so.
See, what I was going to say is someone said it before, like maybe this should have been a show that they dumped all at once. And the more I see, like every episode I watch, the more I'm like, yes, they should have released everything all at once so people could watch it. Because I think if you watch this whole series back to back, like in one straight shot, a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense from week to week ends up making sense. Because like episode 4. Everyone was going, why didn't they have a big battle with all those bugs? They should have just done but if you watch it back to back with episode 5, they do the typical thing that happens in a lot of movies where the guys come across a weird bug or insect or monster, but it kind of leaves them alone and goes away and hides in the shadows.
Wait, are you talking about Starship Troopers now? Because I thought we were talking about
later. And then pops out later, like in Swarm, and attacks everybody. You know,
can I jump in real quick?
5. You know,
I mean, honestly, John is the type of person that wakes up in the middle of the night, walking to the bathroom, and steps on a piece of Lego. Instead of screaming and swearing, he says, "Oh, there's that piece."
Yeah,
Lego.
I need that part for my.
I will tell you this: I do appreciate that. So we were talking about this earlier. I was talking about this earlier, and like we had talked about like dropping all the episodes and stuff like that. And honestly, though, even though some of these episodes are not built as full episodes, and which would have definitely benefited from like the whole thing dropping at once, I think we would have been done talking about Star Wars Acolyte 4 weeks ago. This is
absolutely.
We're still talking about it, and we're still consuming it and thinking about it and coming up with our own theories, and that is the plan.
Of course.
You will watch Star Wars once a week.
Yeah,
they should write or
come up with these strange and wonderful theories.
And take
and I gotta tell you, if you want to see bad acting, this is not bad acting. Okay, I don't think it's that bad. It might be bad.
Don't scream. Don't pick on. Don't scream.
Compared to some other things. But if you watch, there's a show, there's a movie on right now. I don't know if it's Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever, but it's about a weird tornado that happens, and it sucks up out of the ocean Shocktopus, Piranadactyl.
Sharknado?
And no, it's not a Sharknado one because it's got Sharktopus and
but it has all the same actors.
And those actors, I'll tell you, those actors are really, really bad. Yeah. So bad that I had to turn it off like about 1/3 of the way through because I couldn't handle it anymore.
Hold on. I did something wrong. If I banned somebody, it was because this dumb thing like right click.
You banned Gap. You banned Gap after dark.
How do I undo that? How do I undo that?
We still love you, Gap.
How do I undo it?
I don't know. We don't have control.
No, I have no idea. I think he has to wait his 5 minutes and then he can come back.
I'm sorry, Gap. Let me see. I said
better let him back. He's like my number 2 fan.
Try again, Gap. I hit it by accident. I went back and I said it was hiding you. Please type something else in and see if it comes back. Okay,
there he is. Yay.
Sorry about that. It was I was trying to click on I was trying to move up because I wanted to I just have to address this. This is hilarious to me. Where is Thousandth's Ghost, and what did he say? He said, a lot of the show's problem beyond the acting or writing is the editing. Yeah. Okay, well, okay.
But I think he means that in a way, like.
So what he's saying is a lot of the show's problem beyond everything.
Yeah.
I think if they would have, they could have edited this whole series differently to make us not dislike some of the episodes. Like
Jumpy, yeah, it cost them $100 to make Shark the best person.
It's obvious that
Barracuda
creating the show creator, showrunner Leslie Headland has not watched great shows like Breaking Bad, and how every episode contains something, has an up, a down, a climax, an end, and maybe like a teaser for next week kind of thing with a cold open. So we know she's watched it because she's done cold open episodes, and that's part of the writing. And they tell the editors we want this to flow like this, but there is episodes that are like, wow, this episode had 0 lightsabers and combat and conflict, but yet the one episode was 99% lightsaber battles and conflict, and it makes for a bumpy ride. Like, listen, it could have been better. It could have been better. I'll say
I have a pitch for what I think would be the best Star Wars show on Disney Plus. You guys want to hear my pitch idea? Okay, so
we have to.
Yeah,
I know.
so
You're the host, so I guess we have no choice.
I could just mute you guys. I just think like you get some actors together. Yeah, you make some of them Jedi, some of them Sith, some of them Stormtroopers, whatever. And you basically call the actors in and you tell them, this is your set room, whatever, every week. And you tell them like, the Jedi are going to recover this thing, and then they're going to escape in that ship in a half hour.
So like, whose line is it anyway? But for Star Wars,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like the whole thing is basically
Tom Green be in it.
It's filmed live, and then they're basically just told action, and then they just make up their own lines. They run into each other. They have their own conflicts.
I'm down.
But everybody knows these 3 people have to survive and make it to the ship at the end of the episode.
Is it performed live in front of a studio audience?
They should have like YouTubers doing it. The people that are bashing the show the most.
Oh yeah.
See if they can do it better. See,
here you want to get Mike Zero to write an episode,
right?
And Doomcock.
Yeah, Doomcock. Yeah, whatever his name is.
But I think that would be funny.
Decent
and then
episode.
You don't need any acting skills. You just got people improvising the whole time. Like we could do it right here, right? Like, who would John be? He can't be the Duo Lab John project for $6.99. Dino Geek Strong. Let's say Dino's like
I'm the guy coming out with my shirt off. Out of the water.
Yeah, he would have his shirt off.
Doing the whole episode is walking
and
around.
Be like, and I'd be the Padawan that walks up. Oh, Dino, he's got his shirt off again.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll be that little cute elephant rat thing.
Elephant rat,
whatever it is. I don't. The little thing we saw on the show today.
And then give them lightsabers and let them like fight each other. Like he strikes him in the arm, and then the guy's got to pretend like his arm got cut. My arm.
Acting.
You put it. You tuck it in your shirt. You go like.
Well,
this.
I have to be a
I lost my arm
because I'm Canadian, and Canadians usually get the big roles. So whoever the big role is would be. I'll be the Sith master of the stranger.
You could be the Wookiee that's losing his hair.
I guarantee you, if anybody writes a Star Wars thing, everyone's going to hate it. I just think people hate Star Wars because it's Star Wars now.
Go Chelsea Green.
That's exactly right, John. Just because it's Star Wars, people are complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
They didn't complain about Deer Kid at all. I didn't hear one bad thing about Deer Kid show.
Star Wars.
If anyone didn't like Beverly Hills Cop newest movie, they can leave now.
Has that come out?
Okay,
is that out already?
Yeah, it's been out.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay,
it was fantastic.
Quick on Beverly Hills Cop. I was so disappointed in the snowplow chase because they weren't playing because they weren't playing the song that I thought they should be playing, but they made up for it because they played it in the golf cart chase.
Doing the neutron dance.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Did they really?
That's what made.
And I was like,
like 4 songs from the original soundtrack.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And I was blown away, man, because that was one of the first soundtracks I ever bought was all the Beverly Hills Cop. It was so good.
Everybody was back, at least for a little bit.
Yeah. I was quite happy with it, to be honest. Like for whatever deal Eddie Murphy made with Netflix, I think he's got like 82,000 more movies to make with him.
Yeah,
but I mean, he chose wisely, man. This one is it's going to do well for him. It might be one of their best comedies on Netflix.
One of my favorite movies from Eddie Murphy is Bowfinger. Remember Bowfinger with him and I think
where he plays himself.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
I love Eddie.
Yeah. All right, I want to say hi to Jonathan Redman, Connor from Force Figures, Prophets here saying hello. Gerard Kane, did we talk to Gerard earlier?
Welcome.
Sunny,
but since Eddie Murphy's got
his funky, I think we said hello to.
You said hi to G-Force?
Yeah, yes, G-Force is here. We did say hi, I think. If we didn't, we're sorry, and we are now. Thousands Ghost is Justice for Gap. Oh, that's because I had blocked him.
You banned Gap.
Yeah, man, that was
I think Eddie has a multiple streaming deal with Netflix, much like I think Adam Sandler's still on a major
one.
I heard what other sequels to older Eddie Murphy movies?
No, I heard
love to see made for a Netflix with him.
I heard they're doing another like maybe
The
it's
Nutty
like
Professor.
They're doing 72 hours.
Yeah, another 48 hours or whatever it is. Yeah, like
that's a good one to do. You know,
yeah, they got Nick back. Yeah.
There was like a
that'd be great.
A one-shot movie that he did where he had like an old pickup truck and he was like a cop or whatever. And I don't remember what city it was set in, but that was like the first movie that I had seen him after a while that was actually like, to me, like a decent role for him. So I'd like to see him kind of like maybe take that character and grow it.
Okay.
Right? It wasn't necessarily
was another.
No, I want to see Vampire in Brooklyn Part 2. Vampire in Brooklyn Part 2, please bring it back.
You know,
my favorite Eddie Murphy characters he's ever played, and they have to make movies for both of them are I'm Gumby, damn it, and Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Yeah,
two best characters in Saturday Night Live. Oh, James Brown's Hot Tub.
I don't know if you could do Mr. Robertson.
Oh, of course he could. He do anything.
I think you could get away with it on Netflix.
Oh,
yeah. No, he would have to revamp it a little bit, but yeah, definitely he could probably
Mr.
do
Landlord?
about it.
It's Mr. Landlord.
There's a lot of racist stuff in that, isn't there?
Yeah,
so
Rick,
Archie Bunker.
There's a problem where you haven't joined the rest of the 21st century.
No. Still watching it in the black and white.
You cancel yourself 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You can edit and post.
All right, let's see.
Of course, they did make that joke in this Eddie Murphy one where he was sitting with the guy at the hockey game. He said all this crap, and he goes, "But if I say it," and he goes, "Oh yeah, you can't say any of that." He's like,
Yeah, it was a good movie, man. I like the joke about the LA police car, like they call them, like, "Oh, you're the Lego police." I was laughing out loud. It was like a look car, a smart
if you guys
car.
haven't seen it, subscribe to Netflix so that they can make more movies like that in the future. Because without you financially supporting them, they won't be able to like produce future entertainment for you to enjoy.
Unless you're in Canada. Unless you're in Canada, because they have to make like 80% Canadian content here.
All right. Let's see.
Same with the Duo Lab. The Duo Lab here at Toy Duo Team needs the John Project funded for $699.99 so that we can continue to bring you good live streams every single weekend.
Yeah. I'm back.
All right. So this week, luckily, with 3 days, 2 hours, and 41 minutes, or a little bit longer because I think I screenshotted this later, the Vintage Collection HASLAB was fully funded with over 8,000 backers. And so all of the HASLABers can rejoice that the Vintage Collection will have not a half of a bar, but a complete bar, 3 booths, an entryway, an exterior shot, additional booths, over 100 cups that they can split up and put on multiple shelves.
And 50 chairs, 50 little chairs.
So is HASLABer a new word?
Yep. The HASLABers have funded the TVC HASLAB.
We are at 9,000.
Yeah, 9,000 now.
9,222 backers. Let's go. Bring it, man. Let's get that 17,000 going.
No, I was gonna delete the 1,000 that I ordered.
Yeah,
but Dino told me not to. He said to wait
to see what happens.
To stretch goal.
I won't delete mine. It just the funding won't go through when my credit card fails.
So when but you check marked. You agree to the thing. So I made that video about don't let FOMO make you like fear of missing out make you.
That's why it got backed, Vern.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I see this where it's like 3 days before it's gone. Like, stuff like that. I totally just got
power of FOMO.
You were just,
and you can all thank Hammerhead, the power of Hammerhead, for the reason why this got backed. If it wasn't for that announcement of a Hammerhead figure they'll make several years down the road, I don't think it would have ever got back, to be totally honest.
Yeah, this Hammerhead that
absolutely, it would definitely get back. Hammerhead was a guaranteed figure to be made anyways, because they made a Black Series version. You know that they were going to make a vintage collection eventually.
Now, will anyone cancel their HASLAB if they reveal tomorrow that the new vintage collection Hammerhead can't sit?
No.
Like it's not
a,
will you
because
cancel
they're
all your
putting him in
HASLABs?
a plastic robe, and then it's going to
Yeah.
block his legs. His knees won't bend.
Because I don't think the 6-inch one can sit. So if they're using that same mold,
what they're going to do is the lower half it's just like the layer that they made, that
a swappable bottom.
Swappable lower half that you can have it so it already comes with the chair.
Oh yeah, they got to make it deluxe, right? So swappable bottom and 3 cups.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been getting FOMO over the Marvel Legends 85th anniversary figures.
Oh, did you notice the carded Werher actually comes with another cup?
Yeah.
So it adds to the 100 plus. Like, and
you get 101. So now you'll have 101.
Do you think the Tonica sisters come with a cup too?
They probably come with 3 cups.
That's a deal breaker.
Does that guy with the 4 arms, if he gets unlocked, will he come with 4 cups?
Yep.
Yeah. Here's a question too. If you buy this Dino and you bought your 2nd and 3rd and your 4th one, and you're gonna part out, the 2nd and 3rd one because I know you want to open up some Tonicas. Is your HASLAB Cantina complete if you're missing 1 cup? Will people I'm only paying you $100 for that HASLAB because you're missing 1 cup?
Yeah, it's not complete.
I don't know. Well, I'm buying 2. I'm buying 2, so the second set doesn't matter to me. I'm going to part out whatever people need. Again, I'm not looking to. I'm not going to look to like make $1,000 on it. I'm just looking to. I'm just looking to break even. And so if somebody buys a booth, they're going to get out, whatever
when
they
you
want.
Break even? Are you saying break even off the entire cost?
No, just off the one that the second one I purchased. So if I'm looking,
I might be down for a booth,
but we'll see what happens. Who knows, man? Maybe the market will drive up.
My name down for a booth, and then 18 months from now, when they come, we'll make it happen.
So
I think what's going to happen is I'm going to give Dino the Lego.
I haven't made any video saying that I only want a couple of booths.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Really? Yeah, I was like, I'll give you the Jaws Lego set. You give me the bar.
Isn't that Jaws Lego set fake AI Lego?
I'm cool.
No, it's coming out August 1st.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are going to do a swap.
I have to buy 8 of them. Like I think 8 people in the community want them. And
if you're able to.
I have to talk to my boss this week to find out if I'm going to get flagged if I buy 8.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're not going to let me. I think
you're going to need a bigger car.
But you wanted me to? Can I say we're talking about that FOMO a minute ago, and I got to tell you, like, I don't have that for not one of the convention exclusive figures. By the way,
for this year or ever?
Yeah, like if I don't get in the line and I can't get one, I am not worried about not being able to pick any.
Oh no, you're just like, who cares? Yeah.
If I get in there, great. I know John wants the Legends, whatever, right?
That's
like,
cool. Yeah, the speeder bike's cool.
Like, if I don't, I got Maul. I mean, it looks cool and stuff like that, but
the same for me. Like, there's only been a couple over the years that I really wish I could have had. Like, I'm not a San Diego Comic-Con goer, so it's not as easy for me. But one was that Kenner colored Boba Fett. Whatever convention that was, I was not able to get it, even though it was on sale for 11 seconds on their website. And then Reaction, when Reaction first started making those Alien figures, they made a Reaction Alien figure in Kenner Hammerhead colors, and that's like my most wanted action figure ever. And it just wasn't something that was sold afterwards online unless you were like a reseller.
I don't even know if I've seen
I'm not paying $100 for something that was $20 at a convention. It's just not. They didn't only make 11 of them. Like, they still made thousands of them, and they're out there. There's people with boxes of them somewhere.
I don't understand that there, Rick. I don't understand your thinking on there, because I see you selling things over the original price. Like, if you're selling, I see you selling stuff for like 5 times what it originally cost.
Well, but it only applies if you want the deal there, Dino. It doesn't apply if he's trying to sell something and make money. Like, his whole theories are built on, I don't use eBay because they take my fees. Even though you guys are doing great on eBay, no. eBay.
Did they overcharge on selling this guy? Like,
yes.
He probably cost me you know, when I bought the collection that he was in, the collection cost me $1,000, but it had most of the 96. I sold this for $800.
Well, that's ridiculous. That's only a $30 figure. If you pot out
It's
all
not
the
a $30 figure.
put it on, it's a $30 figure.
It was a dollar figure back in 1984.
Yeah,
They
but
weren't
when you
cleared
paid
in 1984.
$1,000 for the whole collection, if you piece it all out, it probably costs you $30 per figure. So,
No,
Rick, if you want to make money, I'll give you $35 for
if he
that.
had if he had 90 figures, that's roughly $100 a figure at $1,000, right? Oh no, you're right. That's roughly $10 a figure. Sorry,
Yeah.
right?
But I'm being nice. I'm giving him a few extra bucks.
Yeah,
so.
about $12 a figure. And so to turn around and say, oh, it's $364, you're doing exactly what you say you're opposed to.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm selling vintage toys for my personal collection so I can continue to have fucking
Do what I
lights.
Yeah,
what I
but
say,
that's
not what I
the
do.
point. That's not the point.
It
I mean,
actually is the point, man. I'm actually
but
upset I've had to sell these toys. So if you guys think I'm charging too much for it, man.
no, what I'm saying is,
I'm just teasing you, Rick.
I'm just saying, like, you
I'm
don't
just
know
teasing
that
you.
the person who's charging $100 for a figure that you're saying costs $20. Because to be completely honest, like, selling a Comic-Con exclusive figure for most people isn't $20, right? Because one, yeah, granted, they got the experience of going to Comic-Con or whatever, but their tickets cost them over $300 if they went all 4 days. Then if they came from out of town, they stayed in a hotel for about $250 to $350 per night, right? Then they had to eat while they were here and stuff like that. So you got to imagine, how much did they spend to actually attend Comic-Con to be able to buy a $20 figure? So
But
yeah,
did they spend all that money just so they could buy a $20 figure, or did they spend all that money so they could meet Henry
You're missing the
Cavill
whole-
or
you're
Mark
missing
Hamill or
all
go to the
of-
Funko booth?
yeah.
Or
And guess what? Part of
I
that
think those
cost
things.
went into them acquiring that exclusive figure that was only available at a convention that they forked out a bunch of money to go to. So
I'm
guess
gonna
what?
disagree
Reward to
because
them.
I think a lot of those people were like vendors and didn't pay their way into the store.
Reward to the convention
or they
goer
worked
for
at the
going
Funko booth and they
and
bought
going out of their
exclusives
way
every day
I
to
mean,
resell.
just talk to John over here, right? He went all the way to Joe Fest. It cost him money to get his tickets. It cost him money to travel up there. It cost him money to stay there. So anything he bought that was exclusive to the convention, in my mind, is automatically worth more from that perspective, because
So, Vern, you owe me $1,000 for that.
That candy toy.
anyways,
No, but I will say my uncle is a CPA, like what do they call it? You know, when you work on taxes and crap, and
CRA.
he works
that's
for
Canadian.
he works for big like Fortune 500 companies and goes all over the world. And when he went on vacation and bought a hat, he has told me this hat cost me $5,000 because I went on vacation to such and such a place, and it's the only thing I bought and brought home that I didn't bring with me to the trip. So my only thing I got out of spending all that money was just this hat. And then the memories of being there, but the memories aren't tangible, so you can't do anything with it. So he can put down. He said I can put down on my tax form when I go to write off this trip that this hat cost me $5,000 because that's what it costs to go there and get it. You know. So
yeah, and you know, like if you look, because we have Starbucks cups, and typically the only way that you used to be able to get Starbucks cups were to go to a Starbucks in a different city or something like that, and you would get, like, if I went to Vancouver, I'd go to Starbucks, they'd have a Vancouver cup, and possibly one for in Canada in general. Connor had sent me one from Dublin, right? So now I have that Dublin one and stuff like that, and I didn't have to go there. But for me to have gotten that cup otherwise, I might have to go on eBay or something like that. And
No, you have to fly to Ireland.
Yeah, but that $20
Stay
cup
in a high-end hotel.
without going there, the only other way to get it used to be to go on eBay and buy it from somebody who was there, who bought it for $20 and is selling it for $35. And it's typically somebody who went on a vacation, bought the cup, knows that somebody wants it, and they're going to charge a little bit more for it because they had to expend money to get it. That's the same as a convention exclusive. So trying to say like a $20 thing from a convention isn't worth a little bit more. One, it was exclusive, so it's limited quantities. and 2, whoever got it probably had to spend money to go to the convention to get it. Right?
Yeah,
Except for Jonathan here, who just drove down to Big Bang Comics.
I'm not willing to pay it.
Yeah.
Just like
which
I sold
is
my
fine.
Yak Days for $800. Now, in the future, if I want to replace him, I'm probably gonna have to spend $1,000 to get
you
one.
can spend the
I don't think it's gonna go
$11 that it
down in
cost
value.
you to buy the retro one.
I do have the retro one, and that's why part of me was okay to allow this to go. Like, it was tough. Like, looking through all my stuff to sell, I'm like, well, this has a high value item. You know, it's not going to cost $1,000 to ship it, like, you know, other high end items I've sold, which cost hundreds of dollars to ship, usually to like Poland or Ireland too. Like, stop buying my people from other countries. It costs a lot of money to ship.
Gap, remind me to never shop at Vern's store. The markup is too.
But what about you guys?
He's the one overcharging here.
Any exclusives that you ever missed out on? That
who, me?
Yeah, that you still wish to this day you had. Like,
okay, so yeah, there were quite a few of the exclusives that I missed out on, and that I actually got that I regret getting rid of, because that year that they came out with that Jabba the Hutt with the crumb, I had 2 of them, and when I let them go for about $10 more than I paid for them. And the reason why I did that was because I was like, I knew that they were going to have a retail version of the Jabba. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to, if somebody wants this now, they can have it. So I think I made like $10 on each one, which to me, I was like happy with. I live right here, so it's not like a big deal, right? And then I realized that retail one didn't come with the crumb and didn't come with like the little diorama base or whatever. Yeah, and it was kind of cheesy, and it was basically the same price that I paid for the convention one. And then a few years later, that convention one was worth hundreds of dollars, and I was like, oh, I should have held on to them or something like that. So
I have that one.
And then
there was a Boba Fett with carbonite one that was one of the first Black Series.
Yeah, and then that one in the special box I don't have, but I was fine with it because I have the Black Series one.
Sure, and even the carbonite came out later on Amazon too,
and,
right?
Yeah, and I have the Kylo Ren with the smashed Darth Vader helmet that I actually picked up secondhand because I didn't get that one at the convention. But the one thing that I wish I could have gotten was a few years ago, Mondo has these awesome posters, by the way. They make these like really cool screen print type posters and stuff like that. And they had a Black Widow poster, and I did not win the lottery. I could not get into their booth, and they only printed like 150 of them. And that's
which one? The Madam Web one? The Madam
Web? Black Widow. And that's one poster I would have liked to have in my collection. Right. So like that, I missed out on some of that type of stuff. But
I like the Vera Fawcett poster.
I like the
art. Some of those posters you can get. Some of the posters you can get like go for a lot. I got the
they're expensive.
When I was at Star Wars Celebration, the last, I think it was Chicago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They had the Princess Leia commemorative poster. Was that Chicago?
Was it a Mondo thing?
No. It was just something they had out for like as a convention thing. Just the convention, I think, did it. It wasn't a specific booth.
I don't remember that exactly.
I got one of those, and it wasn't till like a year or so later that I realized that those things had gone up because it was a commemorative thing to Princess Leia. Like it had Princess Leia from Star Wars in a white, in the white. Her like, it was like a bust shot, her head and shoulders, and then like behind her was sort of like that faded image of Carrie Fisher as she, her current age or whatever, you know what I mean? And It was something like, when she died or whatever. And it said like, for Carrie with love or something like that under it. I don't remember. But they were selling for like $300, $350 or something. I got some crazy amount of money for it. Like a year or so later. It was insane.
Listen, Connor's saying there's no reward for people who have a geographical advantage to attend a convention. If you collect a line, you should have access to it. And you know what? I actually thought about this convention exclusive thing a lot. And I know that we have talked about it before until we were like done beating the dead horse and stuff like that. But I really do want to clarify like my position on exclusives because I think it's been misinterpreted over time. I don't necessarily agree or disagree with exclusives. If they're going to have a convention exclusive, then it should be a convention exclusive. That is all I'm saying. If you're going to call it something, then that's what it needs to be. If you're going to be like one of these companies that say this is a convention exclusive, and then you just make it readily available on your website later, that is not an exclusive. That is the only point that I have ever really felt like I have tried to make about the whole thing, is the word you use. If you're advertising something as an exclusive, then it's an exclusive. Don't pretend like it's an exclusive when you're just going to make it widely available later.
But Vern, didn't that happen like after the whole pandemic thing? Like exclusives were sold on the website.
So what they did was, when they didn't have Comic-Con that year, they did their PulseCon, and they called them PulseCon exclusives. They released them on their website. They had such demand that they just made second batches and then resold them like half a year later.
Yeah. Other
companies
did similar.
I think it was
yeah.
But prior, not all because of that. I mean,
I don't know
that everything was.
I think it was to make money.
Sold.
You know, I just think they realized they could make more money doing that.
No, I think there was a year where a couple of the companies had, like, I think Funko had extra stuff, right? Where they had a convention exclusive, but they didn't sell out at the convention. So they still had stock of like 1,000. So they slapped a sticker on it that said like,
hold for Super John.
No, it was like collection exclusive.
Yeah.
Summer of '89 collection exclusive or something like that. And put it back out. Put out the rest as with a different sticker on it.
But here's the caveat, John. Like, say they brought something to a convention and they didn't sell out at the convention. I have no problem with them then reselling the rest of that stock afterwards. I think that that's 100% fine, because they should be able to like sell whatever they produce for that convention, even if it wasn't at the convention, right? I agree with that concept. It's still the convention exclusive, just no one was interested in it. Not enough.
I think what they need to do in that case is like what Funko does, is they actually slap a different sticker on it.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea too.
Something like
what my problem started was with that Boba Fett, because on Sunday at noon they had a sign that said it was sold out. So there were convention goers there waiting in line who were unable to buy it. And then they sold some on their website.
Yeah, they didn't bring enough there. They left them all at the warehouse.
I think what happened was, here's what happens when you get up to the HASLAB booth. They put two figures in front of you because you can buy two of each exclusive. That's the way that used to be. People would examine the package in the box and they go, oh, this one has a ding. So they would take that and they would put it in the back. And then they would give you another one. Mm-hmm. And so they probably had boxes of stuff that were like considered rejects, right? So some people didn't want them, but there doesn't mean that some of the convention goers wouldn't have taken them, because I don't look at them like that. I don't look at them and go, oh yeah, these are pristine.
I'm surprised they let them do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be so picky.
Yeah, I know. Right. Anyways,
I am that way a bit, but they should, when it comes to a convention, they should just give you what they give you. And then that's it. You don't have a choice.
All right. I want to say hi to Justin Booth, who's in here. Zombie Hunter 115.
Hey, Zombie.
You got Salacious Rum jumped in. I'm trying to find one message with him that's not
Jonathan.
Yeah, good luck. Well, you pulled up one that
Ryan Myers. Let's see. If a eBay auction at $15 starts at $15 and the figure sells for $50, I would say no, unless your 100% attempt was to buy all of the one figure that are on the shelf purposely to take home and put on eBay, knowing that they will get $50. Ricardo is here. Let's see. Figures that never showed in my area: Black Series Vader Final Duel, CW Ahsoka, TVC Chopper. I didn't get the varied distribution. Yeah, I never in my life saw 000 the first time he was out. So hopefully I'm going to find him this time. Keep on collecting.
There's a lot that doesn't come down here to Florida.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a lot that doesn't come to Florida. Like, I never got that Bigfoot.
You keep talking about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Try living in Canada.
Limited edition figures sold at certain conventions.
How is it within reach?
People stole the Bigfoot from me. That's what happened.
How is it within reach? If I say Shogun Godzilla, can you use your other hand?
Yeah.
I would
I have a
100%.
giant hat.
I 100% think that Hasbro and some of those companies should just retain that model that they created a couple of years ago with those little scan labels or whatever, and then make them readily available on their website like a week or so after the con, or even like a month afterwards, because there are figures that they could, one, make money on. They don't have to sell them through a retail outlet. And two, like people, who can't get to a convention can get them. I don't really think I believe in the exclusive anymore.
I don't. For big companies, like let's say Hasbro and NECA, big toy companies, not smaller companies or art companies like Mondo, but I think let's use Hasbro as an example. I don't think they should even be not allowed because there's no rules, but make convention exclusives. Like they shouldn't even want to, because all it does is it encourages resellers and people to buy multiples for reselling purposes. I'm not saying it makes it happen. It just encourages it. It makes it available to happen.
Look,
Plus,
I'll tell you what
happens.
Company,
their number one priority in their business is to make money.
When you're
money means let's sell only 1,000 of these items. That if your boss approved that, we're only going to make $1,000 instead of $1 million, you would get fired. That's not part of your job description. You're a salesperson. Your job is to earn us money. So why would you not make 100,000 of those Kenner Color Boba Fett's? Sell them online, sell them at the flea market, sell them at Zellers, sell them at Kmart, sell them everywhere, and you would make $1 billion.
I'm okay with them not doing that for that Kenner colored Boba Fett because you don't have one, right?
No, and I'm just using that as an example. Like, if they only made 3,000 of those, like let's say that's the magic number, then that person in charge of that should probably be demoted.
I agree with Connor
in the mailroom.
Stop making retros.
It made no money for the company by only allowing a certain amount of this mass-produced toy to be produced. But small companies like me, I make a limited edition.
Wait for him to take a breath.
Or artwork for a convention.
Breathe.
No, but
I purchased one of those retro style Boba Fett's on eBay, and when the seller shipped it to me, they didn't put in, just like the video that I just put out. They don't care. They didn't put any good packing material in there, so that Boba Fett came all crushed.
Yeah, you want to see the packing material?
I ended up sending it back, but I actually had it in my hands. That's all it takes.
It was wrapped in bubble wrap and that. Come on.
Do they care? Do they even care is what I'm asking.
Yeah. Do they even care?
No, but you paid him, so that's all he cares.
All right. Well, look at that. Gary Strells is here also.
There's a thumbnail.
It's like Netflix. It's like Netflix only airing the new Eddie Murphy movie. It's only on for 24 hours only.
Look at Gary. Get the hook.
People will unsubscribe from your Netflix if you only air it for 24 hours.
You can't unsubscribe from Netflix when you watch all their Netflix shows and movies, but don't subscribe to Netflix in the first place.
You know what I mean?
Wasn't that on the Gong Show when they wanted to take the guy off stage? They had that giant
your income for your
putting a figure up auction on eBay at $10 to sell for $45 does not make you a scalper. It's the same as running a raffle with a $1 entry. You make $100 profit. I totally agree. Sonny,
you have a lottery license for that raffle?
Bad exclusives. All right.
Toys.
This is this week's episode of the TV and movie news you didn't know you needed. There's nothing Beverly Hills Cop in this segment, so please don't bring up Beverly Hills Cop again. Just go watch it. But I thought I'd show off the new Captain America uniform because it was shared on Twitter. What do you guys think? It looks good, right?
Does he have wings still?
I believe so, because he is the flying Captain America.
It looks like those shoulder straps might be like a backpack.
Yeah.
And now Falcon is a different guy, right?
Yeah, it's going to be probably the military guy that he worked with.
I just want to say, just hurry up and make this movie already so we can see Red Hulk, Harrison Ford. Just hurry up.
Yeah,
let's prolonging this for years, man.
What I like is this cameraman looks like he has the Captain America shield on his camera.
He does.
Yeah. He does. Yeah.
All right. And then do we recognize this guy in the background? That is the Green Lantern.
Guy Gardner.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, me too.
In white? Why is he wearing white and not green?
I'm sure that in post they'll make that white somehow. Or
Oh,
green
it'll be
somehow.
green. Okay, yeah. I
But
get
it's
you.
the Guy Gardner where he has the vest with the collars and stuff. And,
Yeah.
They're in
Who is
formal
that?
wear.
Who is that
There
That's
actor?
the rookie. That's the rookie.
That's
Is he wearing makeup on his face, or is that what he looks
It's a
like?
it's a
it's just a
wig.
blurry picture. Come on. I
No, I'm
cropped
not trying to pick
because,
it up. I'm not trying to pick it apart. I'm just curious, for honest.
oh, I don't know what he's got on his face. He's it's Nathan Fillion,
Nathan Fillion, yeah.
and they
Wait,
dyed
that's
his
Nathan
hair.
Fillion? Really?
Yeah, they dyed
It
his
is.
hair.
Well, he's in every one of
No.
James's movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
All right,
it's a Guy Gardner version who is a blonde.
Yeah, I thought that was Boris Johnson. Yeah.
All right, and then so that was it. Anybody want to talk about this stuff anymore? Oh, you know what? I did hear. I
Every
did not
day
pick
they're
this
in
up.
So,
I
are they filming the movie with an iPhone there? Is that what's going on?
It was a
yeah,
drone.
pretty much right here. This guy.
Yeah, he's got an iPhone, a little red one or something, right on top of that rig. And he's just,
James Gunn spending all the money.
yeah,
I
filming
mean,
it.
maybe that's
They're
going to
gonna
be
make
part of
this
their
movie-
promo, filmed on
Yeah.
iPhone 15.
Yeah, entirely filmed with a handheld camera, a handheld phone.
iPhone 9.
Yeah.
See, Brian's action figure moves. Cannot wait for the movie. I'm not a fan of Anthony Mackie, but I think he will do well.
Yeah, I just want to see Red Hulk, man. Like, come on, hurry up with it.
I'm-
Red
Ford's not
Hulk
gonna be around.
won't be in Superman. It'll be a Marvel movie.
Well, that was
Let's see.
that comment was about the Marvel movie.
All right.
I'm looking forward to the Superman movie. I just wish all these people would stop filming it and spoiling, like they're literally spoiling every scene in his movie so far.
Welcome to another episode of
Like
Why
Deadpool.
Rick's Not Happy.
Well, Deadpool, they've spoiled literally the whole movie by now. Like, and I'm like, it's I even
Who
oh
cares?
yeah.
You're still
So
going
is Deadpool just a string of Wolverine fights? Because I saw a thing where it's like it's going to be Wolverine versus Deadpool in one fight, and then I saw another one where they were like, okay, now you got to go fight Sabretooth, and he pulls all these swords out, and he goes, you got to look good for the part. People have been waiting for this battle, so he's going to fight Sabretooth. And then I saw another promo where he's like, get up, big fella, you got to go fight the big green guy, and he goes and fights the Hulk.
He has
So
not
I'm
said
like,
that in
this
any
movie
trailer
just is this movie just Wolverine versus all these different guys, like with
But there is a line-
Deadpool cheering him on. Is that what's going on?
There is a line in the Deadpool trailer where he's telling Wolverine,
Hold on, let me
fans
go
have been
back.
waiting 15 years
Nope.
for this, so let's
Nope.
go do it. And they're not talking about fighting Sabretooth.
Right. I'm
They're
trying to
talking
figure
about
out which
fighting
one of
Hulk.
these two pictures is the Deadpool picture.
Oh, the next one.
Yeah.
All right, anyways, moving on. This is the hot or not section. These are the toys that are being peddled to us this week. We're going to go through and we're going to take a look at the action figures that we had put in our special folder by Rick and probably Connor because I was too busy to throw anything out there.
What?
Yeah. All right. So anyways, we have Darth Maul in the classic 5 POA $9.99 action figure. Are we super excited for these versions of action figures to be hitting store shelves, which you'll probably only find at Walmart in the kids department?
Oh, these are everywhere, man. Here,
Yeah, they're all over the
I
place.
like this one because it doesn't have like a fancy rocket jetpack with boxing gloves and
They're
so it
they're
just
on-
looks like a cool forage figure. But
these
some
are
of them
all on
look
clearance,
silly.
are they? For like five something.
Yeah. I'm going to wait for Ross.
Have you seen
Yeah,
any of
I'll
these?
eventually get it. I got all the other ones. I'll get it eventually.
I just wish they were 375 instead of 4 inches. Again, that's
Yeah, it's weird.
let's
that they-
invent the scale for no
it's
reason.
weird they changed the scale, but yeah.
So,
Did they-
I like the packaging. The packaging looks pretty sharp.
Did you
Good
buy them on
drawing.
clearance, John, or did you pay full price?
A lot of them I played full price, but I have like 20 Stormtroopers now because they went on clearance and I bought all the Stormtroopers.
Now, I have to say, I think the best part about this figure is the card art.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, I
agree.
like the
Here.
card. Yeah.
Yeah. I think by itself, this should be at the 99-cent store, which is now closed.
Well,
Well,
they're
it's $1.25
$1.25 stores now.
No,
they're-
all the 99-cent stores out here are closed. They went out of business.
really.
Changed
Yeah.
their name to the $2.
Yeah, they're open here, but they sell everything for $1.25, even though
Yeah,
they're
so what-
$1.25.
What's happening out here is the ones that they were called the 99-cent and more store, they were bought by the dollar store, and then they're going to reopen them as dollar stores. Some of them.
$2 stores.
They're gonna change the name to a $1.25 store.
Yeah,
$5
Dollar
stores.
Store or Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Which dollar?
But they called the 99 cent. It was always 99-cent store and more.
No wonder I can't get a stormtrooper. I know.
Well, this is cool, but I don't like the jumbo Lego jetpack and all the
The
holes.
jetpack is way too big for this Boba Fett.
But it's for children, you know.
But it's got that rocket firing. I'm hoping that thing fires, and parents will be able to tell their kids, "You'll shoot your eye out,
kid."
Oh, this one can be a rocket firing Boba Fett, but the actual rocket firing Boba Fett we couldn't get as a kid.
Of course, because it's safety is less. But look how big that rocket
you got to
is.
remember some things from 1977 and 1980 can't be done anymore, but some things that couldn't be done in 1980 or 1977 can be done now.
Yeah,
like a Betty Crocker,
right? Without getting canceled.
Toaster oven for kids. Those are safe, right?
Yeah, with the easy bake ovens and stuff.
It's just an easy bake oven.
Yeah, we burned the crap out of our hands with that
Yeah.
easy bake oven. Yeah.
I do not like the music in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for the most part. Didn't gel like the first and second soundtrack.
What, do we have finally have a bot in here?
Yeah.
I didn't like the second one there, but
The next comment.
Nah, that's my brother.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his brother, yeah.
Why
The
is that
99-cent store
crap?
he's saying is now the
It's now the 0.0001667.
He made a funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making a
I
joke.
thought it was a bot. Buy my Bitcoin now.
I was excited there was a bot in here. I haven't seen a bot in forever.
Really? Let me scroll back up.
Busy at war with Ukraine.
Let me scroll up and find this dude called Nightbot.
Called
He's
Nightbot.
subscribed to my channel.
Called Salacious Rum.
But I like this one. It's right on time.
Wait,
for
does
the
Nightbot
release
not
of Boba
tell
Fett
you
Season
to
2.
subscribe to Rick at Left Coast Graphics?
This guy.
Yeah, he does, and he gives your link.
Yo,
You know
I
what?
pay him well.
You know what
I pay
Nightbot
Nightbot
should
very
be
well.
doing though? Nightbot should be every 1 minute reminding you to super chat
You can edit that, Vern.
the maximum amount.
I've been to
Smash
channels
that like button.
And doing that too, yeah. Random characters from different movies. Okay, so this is not confusing because the next one, there's a gentle giant medical droid.
I love this figure.
This
That's
is cool,
really
man.
cool.
So Gentle Giant will complete the 96 before Hasbro does the vintage collection. I think they're up to 70 or something now with these jumbos.
That reminds me of the Dune popcorn bucket. I bet this was handy.
Pretty cool though. I like the jumbos, and I'm happy to see them keep going. Like
I don't have any.
This is not a convention exclusive. This is so what Gentle Giant has is they have a like a not OnlyFans. They got like a fan club promotion. You become a member. You pay a membership, and every year you get a free item. This is one of the 4 or 5 items you can choose from every year. So
that's cool.
Oh,
it's either a statue or a jumbo or a bust or.
So what you're
Is
saying?
it for sale also?
Pardon me?
Is it for sale also, or is it just a freebie?
I don't think they're for sale. So I think the people that collect these, like there's a few. There's not like millions of people that collect.
So you're saying it's an exclusive?
Pretty much, it's held behind a paywall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe from Gentle Giant's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right, just real quick. I was talking about Mondo earlier, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, so I thought I'd bring this out. Mondo did this really cool screen print of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Vinyl?
Yeah, it's on vinyl. They did a record not that long ago, and basically, when you got it, you got what they called a playbill, and it was by the artist.
That's why I love Mondo. The artwork that they do is phenomenal.
So these were like numbered or whatever, and so I had 2 records, so that's why I have 2 of these playbills. But the playbill is just like side A, side B, but one side is the artwork, and there were different versions. So I got one with the
nice.
Star-Lord and one with the Rocket Raccoon. And the cool thing about the vinyl is it's colored. Typically, it looks beautiful and sounds really cool when you're playing it. So
I saw something posted yesterday by a Mondo collector, and it's like a whole bunch of Batman art prints, like the size of 45 record size. So again, based on that size, I don't think it comes with records, but it looks like a record album with just a bunch of pieces of art in it, like 20 or 15 different pieces of art. It's fantastic. So I think they do reuse some of these artists' prints in different size.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What the heck? Is that even playable?
yes,
That's
because
cool.
all the music is right here on this thing. This is from the animated series, and then they would die cut the vinyl itself.
That is
That's
sick.
awesome.
Yeah. So
I have a Darth Vader shaped
cool stuff.
DVD.
Do you really?
Yeah, and it plays
What, the disc is the shape of Darth Vader?
of his helmet.
yeah,
Yeah, I
they,
remember that. I remember that.
they just re-released a Tron one this week, and then you get the thing.
Ooh, the Tron
The
would be cool. Is it like the disc?
Kind of cool. Yeah.
The
I'm
record
sorry?
is like the disc that's on the identity disc.
My uncle used to have, I think
they're
my mom or
colors,
sister have
yeah.
it now, but Elvis back in the day released like a blue Christmas or some blue album, and it was like a translucent blue, and it was one of the early times where they experimented and colored LPs and vinyl and stuff. Pretty collectible back then too.
Yeah, show us, Rick. Do you have that DVD on hand?
No, it's probably 15 minutes away.
What did did you sell it for double the price on eBay?
No, I don't use eBay.
All right. So this
I can't use eBay. I'm not. It's
You know what I mean.
okay. So this
not
behind the
good.
paywall medical droid. I guess I don't know why we're showing it off if not everybody can get it. But
I want the Yoda one.
It's cool.
all right.
Yeah.
So
I need the Yoda one.
this should have been with the other two figures. This is the Moff Gideon and the Super Mandalorian outfit.
Isn't it
We're
crazy? This is the first version of Mando, of Moff Gideon like this we're getting in all toys.
Yeah,
and-
where's the Black Series version? That's what I want to know.
Well, usually Hot Toys makes them the next day, but I
I
mean
think Hot Toys already announced pictures of one, right?
they have. It just hasn't shipped yet.
Why are they still making these toys? Nobody's buying it except
I
for
agree.
John.
I don't think one has been bought
Except
from my
for
Walmart
John.
yet. I think they still have the original Ahsoka wave.
Yeah.
So they've sold quite a few. If you ask the Walmart,
Either that or they must have overproduced them because my
Well-
Walmarts have a ton of them.
All right.
You're
So
both right.
Yeah,
So
but
Walmart
that's restock though.
are
They sold
buying
through.
tons of them.
They probably sold through a bunch, and they've restocked them because these are easy restocks for them.
show us, Rick. Go. It's 15 minutes. You'll make it before the end of the show.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if I have a.
All right. Sonny wants to know how that Batman record plays, and basically, it's cut so that it's like a 45 in the middle, but it actually plays as a 33. So it's only got the one or two tracks in the middle, so it plays in the middle, and then it's cool watching it go around. Anyways, stage figure arts have versions of this Moff Gideon due out. Yes, they do. Sold at Target. Oh, you know what? Thousands Ghost did make a comment earlier about Mondo a couple of years ago. Funko actually bought Mondo. So part of the problem is now they're not as rare as they used to be, like the posters and stuff like that.
Well, I thought they were talking about getting rid of the posters because they fired a ton.
I
of
don't
people,
know.
right?
I hope not, because
Well, that's what I heard. I heard they were getting rid of like that part of it, like that whole team was
Benjamin
pretty much gone.
Nobalina says, so I haven't funded yet. Who wants to yell at me? All right. Anyway, so here is that Jaws Lego set. Looks pretty cool.
I need two. One to
What?
keep in box, one to open.
Yeah, there's one thing I like about this.
There's too many people getting it already. I'm
What I want
telling
to
you,
know is
I don't think they're going to let me buy 8 of them, and I have a list of here for 8 people that want them.
all right. So I recognize Captain Quint, but who is this dude in the middle?
Harry Potter. Harry
Yeah.
Potter joined
Okay,
the
so
team.
Harry Potter in a jean jacket shirt, and then the guy in the jean jacket. Who is that supposed to be? Is he like?
That's
That's
Hoopy.
the scientist guy.
Yeah, Hooper.
Oh,
The
He looks
shark.
like Hooper.
did they not get his likeness? Could they not do a 3D scan of the dude?
Lego heads all look the same.
I know. I'm just messing.
I thought
with you.
Hooper was smaller too. They should have made like the mini fig.
Oh, having the short legs. They should have
Yeah.
put the short legs on
I
them.
think he was shorter, right?
Oh, that would have been funny. This set does look good though. I don't think I could ever put it together. Too many pieces.
I love the box. I'm just going to keep it in the box.
If I were to get this though, I would maybe hopefully be able to live stream it somehow, but I'm not sure if anybody does something like that where they live stream building like Legos.
Nobody would watch it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's like a thing. Never been invited to do anything like that.
Speaking of Jaws, I ordered a custom Brody head to go on my 8-inch figures because they're not making a cheap Brody figure. So because the heads that you order online, I got a Roy Scheider from Blue Thunder, and I'm gonna get it painted to go on cheap Brody.
August 1st.
August 1st?
Yeah, that's when this comes out.
That's what we're hearing, yeah.
Should have came out July 1st.
I know, it should have been right 4th of July, right?
Yeah, John and I talked about that for about an hour.
Yeah, Benjamin. Me and him went back and forth a little bit on my videos about the HASLAB. Welcome to the show. All right,
I love it. It looks fantastic. They did a good job with it.
All right, who is Mr. Time or the Golden Spectacle or whatever his name is?
Is that Miss from the Loki series, the clock?
No, this is a DC character.
I know, but it seems like that character turned into a human or something.
It's a cool looking figure.
Is it?
Mike, I'm curious though because
an alarm clock character. I think that'd be the most annoying. Like, what's his ability? Like,
I bet you something
ringing like an alarm clock to annoy you.
I bet he stops.
All you have to do is slap his head, and he shuts off.
Does anyone read DC comics that aren't Batman?
So let me. But he's Batman adjacent. So my problem is, why do all the clocks have different times?
Good point. And look at his weapons are like clock
and
hands.
Which one is the actual time?
Right. It's all around the world. That's why I think.
Yeah, he's very multi-nationalist that way with showing all the different.
Yeah. It's the times all over. He can look at his leg and go, "Oh, it's 7 in Japan," and oh, look at this. Look at his elbow.
Very helpful, really, as a
crime
fighter, or maybe he's a villain. I'm not sure. But I couldn't find that DVD. But do you guys remember cassette tapes?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea what that is.
That would be
Twisted Sister. That's Twisted Sister, yeah.
I have a Sony Walkman.
So here's the thing. I just want everybody in the chat to know that when Rick asks a question like, do you guys know what cassette tapes are? He is not talking to any of us because
no, just all the younger people.
Yeah, because all of us even know what an 8-track is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vern knows what a stick is.
So there might be one person in the chat who maybe has never even touched a cassette tape.
That's who it's for. It's for
very,
Sir
very
Brown.
unlikely at this point.
It's for Eric.
Track.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so obviously in the hot or not section, we have 2 McFarlane multi.
You got to pull me up. What are you talking about?
And we're talking about cassette tapes and 8-tracks, which tells me one thing: it's time to move on to the next set of McFarlane figures.
What the crap?
These are just variants of the last 2.
Another clock dude.
Oh, it's the platinum edition.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just move through these because obviously,
we don't
not
need
a whole lot of interest in this. Another Wonder Woman.
Is that the Spectre?
I believe it is.
And then TV Batman in the
McFarlane. Looks kind of cool.
And this will be the most popular McFarlane 7-inch figure ever, I believe, is the 66 Batman. What's huge pins.
All right.
Quick, Robin, to the bat phone.
Who's the guy with the thing over his head?
Red Hood.
The Red Hood? How do you
that Red Hood? Doesn't he doesn't have eyes?
No, he sees through the can. It's on his head.
Somebody pulled a wool over his eyes.
And then I don't remember when Keaton was wearing this Batman outfit. Can somebody tell me when he had this outfit on?
He never did in the movie.
I don't
Because
remember
this is
seeing
from
this
the
movie.
Flash.
Yeah, he never wore this in the movie.
So I'm wondering if whoever, I don't know where these pictures came from, Rick, or whoever grabbed these pictures.
I think
were
they came
these-
from like the factory in China.
So did somebody put the wrong figure in the Flash Batman box?
Yeah, I think it's a.
Yeah.
It's very much possible
Okay.
because it does more look like a Batflex symbol.
Let's see. Clock
So the
King
cowl is
a
blue, and
Batman
the rest of his
villain,
outfit is black and gray.
Black and gray, yeah.
old.
It could be the version that he was using when he was being dragged by the
these guys. We got to remember though, there is one person in this panel who is older than me.
Yeah, but his daughter is also younger than your granddaughter.
Cassette tapes. Not all of them.
Just making a point. That's
I'm so old. We had a record player that played cylindrical records.
Yeah, we had one here at the house. My dad finally just sold it.
so.
That's
Which is a better rap album, Snoop Doggy Dogg or The Simpsons Bartman?
When did the Clock King and Batman the animated series? That was really cool. Okay, his meat. Okay, darn it, they got me.
You can edit that part out, Vern.
That's Affleck from the beginning of the movie. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's the Affleck Batman.
Okay.
All right.
We can play a game. I got a game here. I'll
There you
name
go.
the songs, and you got to name the 8-track.
Good Lord, no.
All right. Okay.
I'll
Let's
meet
see.
you halfway.
Okay. Let's do it right after the finish the hot or not section.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right. So we got Garfield figures coming out from
He's
Boss
kicking
Fight.
the dog. Like, why?
Well, one that is a felony in this state.
I know.
Odie, poor Odie.
He always picked on Odie, didn't he?
And what's the girl cat? Is that Hermie?
Yeah, but you're not allowed to pick on dogs anymore. It's illegal.
Yeah. So Garfield comes with lasagna
Sweet. This looks pretty
and
cool.
a mischievous lower stash.
Yeah, he gets two different eyes
Face
and
plates.
Yeah, it gets two looks.
yeah,
All
two
right.
different faces.
Who makes these?
Boss
Let's
Fight
see.
Studio.
The bat suit
Oh.
worn by Affleck. Yes. All right. Benjamin, don't forget the gravy. Okay. And then what about this guy? This is Odie. Look, he's got his tongue
That is
out.
awesome.
That's, I think, the only way you should ever display it.
Is
Yeah,
with
did
the
he ever
tongue.
have a scene in a comic strip or cartoon where his tongue wasn't out?
I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's his thing. It's his shtick.
All right.
Well, when he rescued, when he saves Penny and Inspector Gadget from the
That's a different
claw,
cartoon.
he's not. He doesn't have his tongue out all the time.
Oh, so you're gonna buy Odie and then make him a collar with a microphone and two earpieces.
The crossover we never knew we wanted.
What is that small little piece to the right?
That's this tag that goes around his neck.
It's either that or it's a duck foot. Because we all know
Yeah.
why it would have a duck foot accessory for no reason.
Well, let's look back at this picture and see him getting kicked. Maybe it's that little thing after he gets kicked, so it looks like
Oh, a little piece of hair in the back of his
yeah,
head.
little.
maybe?
And
Strictly
she doesn't come with just a ball of yarn. She comes with 2 cups for the cantina as well.
All right, I didn't get that picture. Yeah. So then we got this is the Mezco Con. Casey Jones.
That's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of cool.
pretty cool, man. I need that denim jacket just for my
I
gang.
like the cloth goods.
I would buy 10 of these just for that Mr. T vest.
He's got the same body as the guy from the Acolyte.
It's the same guy.
You can make
It
the
is.
scene of him coming out of the water because he has cloth.
Well,
goods.
this is cloth. The outfit's cloth,
Yeah.
so you could just make your own scene.
It's good
Yeah.
looking, seamless, not seamless, but pinless body. Like that look, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is 112. So this is roughly 6 inches, these Mezcos, right? They just
I'm not
cost
going to talk
$100.
about scale with Rick anymore.
So there's $100, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I
Are
don't
they
know.
six? Didn't they already make this one? The
Yeah, a
NECA
couple of times.
Predator?
Yeah, but not for MezcoCon.
Well, that predator is invisible, so you can't see him.
Well, you can because he's got blood all over him.
Yeah.
Only because of the blood.
Isn't that when
That
he got sprayed by blood by the bear?
I think he's only half invisible because I can see his
He
head.
is, because the bear shorted out his invisibility circuit and he started
And I can see his dreadlocks, man.
clean. Yeah.
Let's see. That new Oscar the Grouch is, yeah, I like the Oscar. He looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, Garfield just have a movie that made almost 300 million, plus has a TV series and has a ton of toys in the past 40 years of being around.
All right.
All right.
Grab the clock phone. If you ever see the phone,
Do you guys feel like that all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of these like clear action figures?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
They were
clear.
back in the 80s, right?
Like, how do these all of a sudden just become a thing to do? Did they not see what happened to Hasbro?
Because it's an easy way to reproduce a figure you've already paid for all the tooling and molds, and you're just reproducing it in one color plastic, one paint app, easy money.
But this
All right.
makes sense. This makes sense for a figure.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, figures like this where
a Han
they turn
Solo.
invisible.
Yeah,
A clear Han Solo doesn't make sense. A clear Emperor, a clear Yoda, that makes sense.
no,
Bill
true.
Murray.
Like, not, you can't just make clear figures for no reason whatsoever. Like,
Do you
Predators go camouflage to be invisible, so it makes sense. Right?
Do you
I think
think
Bill
this
Murray
guy
would
comes
disagree.
with a pile of wood?
Yes, it's Canadian wood.
All right,
Yeah.
just checking. So it won't be. So you won't be able to import this into the U.S. then because agriculture won't let it.
You have to pay tariffs.
All right, what's up with bloated Ultraman?
That's a funny Ultraman.
What is this, like beer belly Ultraman?
This
Can't
is
read the
Dad
small
Bod
writing.
Ultraman.
This is obviously from the Netflix cartoon.
It must be.
So does he look funny in the Netflix cartoon?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think Connor just added that Netflix logo in Photoshop just to mess around.
Is it like the dad from Incredibles?
That's what it's
Oh yeah, it does look like him.
kind of
It's
strange.
Dad Bod.
Just a triangle body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I'm gonna say
Ultraman.
not on this one. I'm not an Ultraman aholic.
What?
yeah. Neither am I.
The
I don't
first
even-
time I've ever admitted it to anyone in the world. I'm not an Ultraman aholic.
Oh no. All
No,
right.
me either.
You might as
I
well
don't-
unsubscribe now and
I actually
delete
don't
my,
think I have
delete
a
my
single,
phone numbers and on contact info.
I don't think I have a single Ultraman. Yeah.
Is Ultraman from Godzilla?
No, that's Jet Jaguar.
All right. You heard it
Who
here first. Not an Ultraman fan, please unsubscribe.
Who does Ultraman fight against? Is he in the Power Ranger verse?
Not Godzilla, because
Yeah.
Not,
it's
not
Ultraman.
big,
fake
big animals?
Godzilla.
Ultraman
Not
fights
kaijus?
against Ultraman fights against different monsters. Yeah.
different kaijus.
Oh, Vern Ultraman.
Ultraman's dad.
Because of my belly. I get it. I was going to show off my belly, but
Wait, it's Vern?
yeah. I'm the cartoon Ultraman.
Yeah, he definitely missed leg day.
That I have no idea. Let's see. Connor was throw something and I just kind of missed it. Let's see. He said
Oh, I
outside
thought
that.
Ultraman was live action like Power Rangers.
Oh, it said Ultraman. Solicitation said Ultraman's dad. Oh, it's Ultraman's dad. All right.
Swain's dad bod.
All right. Cool to know. A clear conscience figure would be cool.
Hey, Brett.
Okay. Hey, so when I see this figure, I think of the guy on Kim's Convenience.
Captain Carson Teva?
Mr. Kim. Let's see. I did it, Vern. I pre-ordered the Jessica Fletcher NECA figure. Yes. There you go. They sold one.
Is that Murder, She Wrote? Is that
Yeah.
who that is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dino.
okay. Yeah.
Did Dino
I
order
didn't
that
know
one?
who he was talking about. Yeah. So
Ultraman fights Barney and My Little Ponies.
Yeah, that was a big
Gap.
talking point last week was who's going to buy Angela Lansbury?
Yeah, and he said
Murder,
that
She Wrote action
even
figure.
I won't.
He
You
missed
won't?
leg day.
No, I never watched Murder, She Wrote.
All right.
I think
and
I had
then,
to when Mom or someone watched it.
No,
Kind of
nobody,
his own
nobody
universe.
that I know watched it.
oh my gosh,
Cool.
check that out. Super cool.
Yeah, he
Hey,
got
Brett.
5 memberships to Vern's
Just
channel.
gifted 5 memberships to the channel. So I
How
think
does
that'll
that work? Does it just go to random people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'll just randomly start giving them to people in the chat and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. And if you get one of those memberships, make sure you go check out my members only content and stuff like that. I do have a couple of videos and stuff.
There's a couple of Vern reenacting the scene from Acolytes, the 6th episode, and of him at the beach.
I do keep thinking about doing some of my own like little acting promo things and putting them in there as like exclusive videos. I will buy a Murder She Wrote figure when I see it.
Yeah,
that's it. Goes to you. I'm definitely gonna probably pick one up.
I might be tempted. Grandma buys it when she's walking through the aisles in Walmart. Oh, look at that! I would buy.
I might be tempted for the Toonie Terror version of her, but I'm not sure.
That makes sense.
Now, Dino, if you do get the Murder She Wrote figure and you end up getting the and you end up getting this one, I do not want you recreating that scene from Acolyte. All right, let's see. Then we got some sort of a Conan figure.
That's cool.
All Stars here.
These are like, because they're in that 5.5-inch Motu scale.
I could see myself picking that up.
They've upped their game a little bit, so I think these are going to be better quality than the first versions of these. I think it was them. They made some like Thundercats and Batman and some characters in this, but they were really cheap and didn't go over well.
They did, but I think they've upped their game. And Texas Chainsaw, I think, also, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. So it looks like they got these ones, and then also some 7-inch Ultimate Conan, and who's the other guy? Kull the Conqueror.
Yeah,
right,
I wanted to get the
G4 says you have to change your privacy settings to allow gifts. Okay, so you could get a gift membership, so you'll have to do that. You can buy it for Grandma's Day. Yeah, let's see. Justin Booth, he's saying, I would love to have a NECA Magnum PI figure. You don't need a NECA Magnum PI figure, because all you need is to buy Special Ops Condor and the Magnum PI head, and you can make your own Magnum PI figure.
Did you flock that mustache yet?
No.
What color did you use for the skin?
I did a mix because like the Vallejo flesh tones come in like a dark and a medium, so I mix them together, and then I added
tan.
No, I think I added like a yellow and maybe a little bit more brown to throw it off, just to give it a little bit different color than the one, because I think that Vallejo is a good paint, but I don't think they make a good flesh tone color. They always look pasty to me.
Yeah.
I just noticed these two figures side by side are different.
These two? Well, one's a render and one's probably a picture of a figure.
Well, it looks different. Like the one that's on the left, it looks like he has a soft goods cape or apron or skirt, which I don't see in the the fake one.
In the packaging.
Yeah. The boots don't have that white, or maybe it is. Maybe it's just a weird render. And the sword's hidden behind him. I couldn't see the sword either. Okay.
G-Force is asking, did you see the Boss Fight Studios Garfield figures?
That's what we showed off, right?
Let me find out. These ones?
That's the ones.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't see them.
No, I didn't see those.
Here is Kull the Conqueror. Did you guys ever read any of the Kull the Conqueror stuff?
No.
I did. Back in the day.
I have a Kull the Conqueror, one of those big size magazines. Let me see.
I have all the Marvel ones. Yeah.
Because I remember Conan ones were black and white. I don't know if they always were, but I mean, for a long time they were black and white. I don't remember the Kull ones.
I like the packaging.
I think they were color though.
All right. Do you remember these size? They were like magazine size. Yeah. The Conan Savage Sword. Yeah. They were the magazines. I have the Kull the Conqueror and the same size, but I don't know why I don't have it like here with these. And then of course Bizarre Adventures.
Cool.
That's
are these from your childhood, Vern?
Yeah, I've had these for a long time.
I don't remember the Bizarre Adventure ones. Those are cool.
I have zero toys or books from my youth. I wish I did. You'd see how weird I was.
Yeah, I think the Kull might be put away somewhere. I have these. Check these out. This is
now they need to do Crawl,
like original Mad magazine.
Yeah,
right.
There's some good value in some old Mad.
Cracked.
Crazy.
Do you remember Plop?
No, I don't have that one. This is, I think, one of a couple of star logs that I have from
There's
back in the
sea
day.
monkeys on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sea monkeys.
Oh, they're called sea baboons for you.
Oh yeah. I wonder if you could still order them.
I think you can.
My son was into sea monkeys when he was little. We got a couple.
Into the zoo to
Did they all eat each other until there was just one?
No, I don't.
Now
I
we
don't
just
even
need
know
a
if they
Krull
ever-
action
if they
figure
even have.
and Beastmaster action figure, and we'll be set. We have all the barbarians.
Boss fight. Mr. B is like
Krull had that throwing saw blade thing, didn't he? Yeah.
All right. Gap is asking me if I have done a recent room tour, but no, but I will, because right now, what you don't know is the room is in a state of realignment right now. Like I took furniture out recently. I have 2 big totes with a bunch of stuff that came off shelves over here. I have a couple of new shelves. These are kind of new shelves. They're going to get a few new shelves over here. So there's some reorg going on. And once that's done, I will do a room tour.
Have you ever done a room tour before?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Where
he
you
did
put
one
your
of his
HASLAB cantina,
living
Brent?
room.
Yeah, I did. What did I do?
You did a room tour of your living room where you're sitting on the couch and watch TV.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't
That
remember
was
that.
after dark.
Is it?
That
That
was
was for
private
paid
time.
members only.
Yeah, it was for paid members only. Yeah.
Where are you
I'm
put
gonna.
your
You know what I'm
HASLAB
gonna do
cantina?
is. So I have 2 different shelving units. So I have these ones on this side, which are the ones from Target. They're $40, right? The little 5 shelf thing. And on that side, I have the IKEA Billies.
Yeah.
So
Team
I'll,
Billy.
yeah, so I'll do like a kind of like a comparison between the 2, so that if this is budget, of course, and this is not budget, and then what the pros and cons of each one were for me. Anyways,
What do Billy's cost there? I think here
they're like $70.
Anywhere between $70 and $90 here.
Yeah, they're
Are we doing
70.
any bragging camp?
Yeah, we
You
did it at
missed
the beginning. This is the Conan figure to go with that Cole the Conqueror. I think I'll probably, these are Super 7s. These are 2 Super 7 Ultimate figures that I will probably pick up.
7
I-
inches.
Box
have
art
some-
looks great. They're like
Yeah.
the comic box art.
Yeah, me too.
I just think that like getting the Cole and the Conan and then pairing
Did
them.
they do a Red Sonja? Or
Oh,
did they
that would
already?
be really cool.
Well,
would
that's
be really
that
cool.
other company made it. Wasn't that Boss Fight or
No, it was Executive Replicas did one, and then I think is it Boss Fight that's doing
I
the
think
other one?
Boss Fight has
Yeah.
some savages and
Yeah, they
if we
have
can
one
use
that's
that word.
supposed to come.
So my bragging camp has to do with pretty much what you're showing.
Okay,
Kinda.
but we're not done with this segment of the show.
You got a new
It'll go with this segment.
you got
So
a
these
nerf
are the Monster Force with Gridiron Studios props. These are they called them Season 3, so they're pretty cool. I like them.
I like it. I like the werewolf. It's cool.
Yeah, I
Who's
think
the
it's
guy on the
cool.
left.
Lab coat, dude. He's the weapon supplier.
Oh, okay.
And
Did
then
Dino get a new fur loincloth and we're missing out?
I don't know.
Wolfman head, that's cool.
You got the fog there, and then you got the goblin, which looked pretty cool. I love all their swords and stuff like
So
that.
he's
Uh,
half
fairly
gray,
identical.
half white.
Does it say 13 ghosts?
Well, he's got metal teeth like Trapjaw.
Yeah.
But I mean his hands on one side are gray, same with his arm.
Yeah, it's got metal hands. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Interesting.
Let's
Like
see.
bionic, but not a cyborg.
We
A
all
neat reuse
share
of the suit
shelf
body.
problems. Yeah.
I
right,
think
let's see.
the fog guy is like a skeleton that's like, I don't think it's metal. I think it's like
Like bone.
it's like fading away, like it's kind of like a fog. The outfit's like fogging away and you could see the skeleton underneath it.
I think they
he's
need
got-
way more swords.
He's got
Right.
metal over his face.
Just going to highlight this for a minute. GeForce, a member for 20 months on the channel. Thank you, GeForce, for
Thank you very much.
being a member of my channel.
He's only been a member for a day. He hacked the system and
Come
rigged it.
on. Come on. It's not true. I
He's
need the
making
Mecha OCD Detective Monk to.
Will
Oh,
mine
yeah.
pop up like
there
that?
you go.
Vern, that was a head swapping request. You ignored it.
Hammerhead on a the problem, I can't do a hammerhead on a Bosk body because of my problem that I'm trying to explain here is half of my action figures right now are in totes because I took everything off the shelf. The only Star Wars figure of those two that I have out is Bosk the Bounty Hunter.
I got you covered, G.
But the Hammerhead dude is put away. Hold on. hold on. All right.
Boom.
Wow, look at that.
There you go, G-Force. Thank you for the super chat.
I will definitely find that Hammerhead so I can help you out. I can do that in the future. I'm sorry I don't have that Hammerhead figure.
Sure, Rick can show stuff, but I'm not allowed to.
That's related to this current.
That's
current
the
thing.
rule.
Mine was too.
Yeah, but you missed the whole segment of the show off your stuff.
That's
okay, and these are the other
out.
ones. This is the Saboteur and the Agent, the Enemy.
You mean Cobra Commander?
Yeah, so here's the cool thing about this is, like, if you saw my if you go back and watch my very first videos, which are these like stop motion animation movies, the action team, one of the villains is wearing a black trench coat. He's got like the little baklava or the hooded mask and stuff like that, and he's got like the shotgun, and he's kind of like the villain of the story. If you watch the second one and the third one maybe. Yeah, he's in the third one. That, I believe, was a Soldiers of the World or Soldiers of Fortune or whatever figure. So I think that
You're not allowed to do that.
That's what these might be from. So that I'm going to definitely probably pick a couple of these up just because they're cool to be like villains, right? It's like all right. And then I pulled this up. Apparently, Fresh Monkey Fiction, right, is under development on Cops and Crooks figures. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. So these
got an actual license. Wow.
Yeah.
Someone else got a license. Are you got them in the show today?
Well, since you're doing a stream with them.
It's not me. I just copy and pasted his tweet, silly.
Oh, well, it said on your tweet, our stream.
Like I said, I copied and pasted his tweet because he has a Twitter account, but he doesn't use it. So I don't know if it's because it's banned in his country or what the reason is. But
I don't know. Anyways, this is
more
the
Eagles
Force Classics. I think that looks pretty cool. I don't know what's coming out of that eagle. I don't know if that's
that pegs in
poop or something.
That pegs in the back of the guy.
No, that's
space eagle flying over.
Okay, I get it. That's why it's clear.
The force from the eagle.
All right.
That's these are, I think, what the hands belong to. I think
this is from that motorcycle movie. Oh, what the
these
hell?
are 3 3/4. I think these are the 3 3/4 ones, and that's what that bag of hands goes to.
What's the name of this movie?
Eagle Force.
Is that what the movie was called? Where they're flying around in those flying motorcycles and in their tight gold spandex on a desert planet? Oh, what the hell's the name of that movie? Mega Force, I think, or something.
All right.
That's what this is.
All right. Well, it actually says Eagle Force.
Yeah.
But
that's the brand of this toy company. But the movie I'm talking about, Dino, you must know this movie.
No.
Delta Force, Rick? Delta Force?
Delta Force, that's the one.
All right.
Yeah, Delta Force is a bunch of brown and orange.
Delta Force was the Chuck Norris movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
Galactica 1980?
No,
yeah, it was
Mega Force. It's called Mega Force.
Mega
Force.
Force?
Yeah, there was a Mega Force.
All right.
But Eagle Force was an actual line of gold soldiers that competed with G.I. Joe back in the 80s.
But I'm saying that head right there is that's Mega Force, the actor from Mega Force.
All right. That head is not the actor from Megaforce. It may look like the actor, but the actor is a person. That is a computer rendering of a toy. All right, moving on. Okay, so then this dude, it just looks funny to me because all the colors blend together, but obviously he's wearing like some sort of a headgear. I think this guy looks pretty cool. I definitely picked that up if it was a 6-inch scale. I do like the way that they did the shoulder holster here too. I wish that like the Joes would have shoulder holsters like that, where the pistol went under the arm instead of across like the chest, right? I wish that they would do more holsters like that. because it would
Very
really
cost
work
quick.
well with my Lethal Weapon figures to be able to have like shoulder holsters with the gun under there.
I feel like you're gonna have to take the armored vest off to get that.
Oh yeah, not both.
Oh no. I'm not going to have to.
You're
That
gonna
would
stretch
ruin
it
the
over-
value.
You're gonna stretch it over it.
Yeah, I am.
It's going behind it though, so I don't
It
think it's
looks
gonna.
like
It shouldn't
This
be a
looks like
problem.
a terrorist action
There's
figure.
nothing in
Like,
the
are you
front to
allowed to?
restrict it.
It's not. This is a good guy. Can't you see with the skeleton face on the
Don't see
other
the
one?
word "good" anywhere written on this thing.
All right.
He's-
And then
These are the bad guys.
you can tell, Rick, because this guy and this guy are the bad guys.
I can tell. I recognize bad
All
guys right away.
And then we got like some sort of
I don't even know. This is some cult movie that nobody likes. Yeah.
this is like a quarter scale or
quarter
something. I think it's
scale,
like an 18-inch figure of some kind.
Crazy.
His arm should stretch out really long.
They look like they stretch.
It
out pretty
looks like
long
it
into the
does, doesn't it? I think that the left arm looks like it's. Yeah. What's
Go-Go
up with that?
gadget arms.
What figure is this one? It doesn't look
This is
that.
a NECA quarter scale.
Is it NECA?
Yeah, so I guess it's kind of posable.
I bet I could break it.
All right, you probably could. All right,
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't know.
apparently Ramen Toys is doing some sort of a thing with these people with the funky logo. And if you know what that funky logo is, G-Force, I'm here to tell you that it is Gotcha Man. And I don't know if G-Force is familiar with these people at all.
No, this is breaking news.
Yeah. Or even these Gotcha Man people, right? He may be unfamiliar with this show, the line, the whole thing. But apparently they got a license and they're going to be producing. You guys call it Battle of the Planets, right?
I call him G-Force.
All right. Gotcha, man.
But yeah, this is cool, man. Good news for Ace. So congrats, Ace. Hopefully this gets stuff moving in the direction you want to. I'm looking forward to seeing what you got coming out of these guys.
Yeah.
And I know G-Force is as well.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad to see that they got that. I'm actually looking forward to them because, other than that Storm Collectibles, right?
Yeah, what are those, like $100? Those ones?
Yeah,
too?
we don't have anything like this. So with the getting the 5, like all of them, that's going to be pretty cool. And can you imagine, since they've been doing those like vehicles and stuff like that? Oh man, can you imagine what we can get?
Was there a little droid with these guys too? Like, I guess a robot. Am I wrong? It's been a long time since I watched G-Force.
I know a little Gotcha Man grew up with Battlefront. It's practically the same thing,
Except English.
yeah, except in English. All right, and then what I'll do here is I got a couple of other things to share because they came in late. So we'll throw those up, and this looks like
Oh, nice.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, this is the only
Street
Street Fighter
Fighter.
I'd want.
Yeah,
It's got Dino's chest hair right there.
look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's a chick.
No, come on.
That's a chick's head on that
Looks like
muscular
a
body,
chick.
isn't it?
No,
looks
it's the guy
like
with
a girl
really
face.
long hair.
No, it's
That's not a
Guile.
dude. That's not a sculpt of a dude.
The face does.
Or, I mean, that's
He has lipstick on.
was it Vega or what's his name there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rick, you're just being facetious.
And that's
No,
Blanca.
the white person with the ponytail would look like the head sculpt of a woman action
I
figure.
agree, Rick. I agree.
I don't
No,
know how I'm mistaken
he
with
is
that.
he is like a flamboyant, like
yeah,
Mamby
okay,
Pamby
okay.
kind of, because
yeah. He just takes care of
when he
himself.
takes- when he
Those are
ta- he
so-
puts the-
It's just,
so wrong.
he puts the mask
He
on
needs
so
a
that you
beard.
don't scar up his face during a fight.
so
And then
that's
he
a
takes-
woman.
You guys
That's
are wrong.
Cammy, right? Cammy.
Rick just canceled himself.
Style.
for the 7th
I
time.
wish I played this game. I never really played this game, so
And that's a flat
What?
top. You
Hey!
can't
these
me for a
figures
flat
are
top.
awesome.
Yeah, they look great. And then I forget that guy's name, but he did the capoeira stuff. He went on his hand and
That's pretty cool.
Are these guys like 6 or 7 inches? These ones.
Jada
Rick,
makes the
that's right.
6-inch scale.
I heard Jada's knocking these out of the park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently
The
I haven't.
packaging is really cool too. It's like the arcade game.
Yeah,
There
I haven't-
can't be many characters left for them to make if they've already pumped out like 4
Oh,
or
there's
5.
the mask in his hand right there.
Yeah. Is it Vega was his name? I think.
Oh, okay, like a hockey.
He should have claws. He should have claws
Yeah.
that pop onto his hands. So
No, he's got. Look at him on his fingers here.
Yeah.
no,
long
not like
fingernails.
no. He has long like Wolverine. Yeah, there it is on his other hand. See the long
Yeah.
claw
Oh
thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The only video game toys I want are from Joust.
Oh, there you go.
You want to?
Bring
Yeah,
it,
you-
Jada Toys.
Yeah, I
You
love
want an
Joust.
ostrich? You want a
I had
toy
an
ostrich?
arcade
Oh, yeah,
one up
man.
that had Joust on it.
An ostrich where you can ride
Yeah.
it and joust with people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had the Rampage arcade one up, and Joust was on that, and that's
Rampage is
probably
a
the
fun
main
game.
reason why I bought it. I ended up
All right.
selling it because I didn't have the room.
All right. Does anyone want to play the name it in 30 seconds? We got a little bit of time.
Yeah, so name it.
Fall
So
asleep.
the song
Okay.
is "You Are Always on My Mind." Is
All
one of
right.
the
So it'll
songs
be
on this.
Dino versus who? Who wants to go against Dino?
I'm horrible at like.
Rick.
Is this
Yeah, it's
person
got to be
Willie
Rick.
Nelson?
I'm falling
All right.
asleep. I won't
All right.
make it.
So name it in 30 seconds. Let me get my
It'll
time.
Here's
say-
the figures that I
it'll
was going to
say-
show earlier.
It'll
Oh,
say
sweet.
falling asleep in
Sweet.
30 seconds. If I
The
play,
answer is Willie Nelson and Thundar.
it's Ukla the Mock
Those are awesome.
and Thundar the Barbarian.
All right.
And then-
Timer.
Princess
30
Ariel.
seconds.
Yeah, he stole those from me again
Yeah.
because I wanted
Rick,
Ukla
since
the
you're the
Mock.
reigning champion, Dino
okay.
will go first. On your marks, get set. Name as many space-themed TV shows as you can. Go.
Battlestar Galactica, Buck Rogers, the Futurama, the what's that other? What was that? Mork and Mindy. Is that kind of a space theme? Mork and Mindy. He came from space, right?
Technically an alien. Okay,
You know.
fine.
And then how about
Cancel
That-
Junkman.
that's all I can come up with. But I did pretty good.
Talking about Star Trek.
Happy Days
Yeah, that-
counts too, then, because
that's-
Mark was on Happy Days.
I refuse to use that word
Oh, well, so you got four. You
because
got four.
it's not going to. Those Playmate figures are going to be worth nothing, and
You could have
Now, if
said
you
the
asked me to-
Expanse. You could have said the Expanse. You could have said
What the heck?
Prime.
Turn that off.
You got
Vern.
four. You got four only.
Yeah, he got four. Vern, you got to turn your alarm off.
I'm trying. I can't figure out how to do
hey,
it.
Junkman, good to see you.
What's up, Junkman?
So is my question: name as many My Little Ponies as you can, because I can
Junkman,
see.
you want to play Jeopardy?
I
We're gonna do
can't figure
Jeopardy
out how
later
to
in
turn
July.
it off.
Cancel Left Coast.
Wow, he was
Vern's
talking,
trying to cancel me every
And-
episode.
and he was yelling at you earlier for not being able to use a phone, Dino, and now he
All
can't
right.
even turn off
Turn
an
it
Can't
alarm.
even
sideways,
turn off
Vern,
the
and then
alarm. I
it'll
don't know what
stop, right?
happened. All right. You got
Hey,
four.
Hey Siri, listen to
John,
the
do you have something with a timer on it?
Oh,
Oh,
grim. Yeah,
hold
I have
on.
a phone with a timer
on.
on it. Yeah.
Hold on. I got a timer here, I think.
Just use that sundial.
I had to
Vern broke
turn
it.
off my phone to turn it back on because
Maybe you're getting an earthquake warning or something like.
yeah, I don't know why it wasn't
Yeah.
shutting off. I'm trying to find it on my watch. I'm just giving Rick time to get warmed up. Are you getting your
I'm practicing. I'm memorizing
getting
all
your
things
juices
that
going?
Vern
All right.
could possibly ask me.
Look,
Yeah.
it didn't
Oh,
shut
no.
off again.
There you go.
Okay, ready? Rick, here we
Go.
go. Name as many
So
Star
that's
Trek
good, you
ships
gotta-
as you can.
A Klingon bird of prey,
Ooh,
the USS Enterprise NC0017, the USS Enterprise NC17D.
Those are both wrong, by the way.
Close enough, man.
Just say
They're close
USS
enough.
Enterprise
I'm giving
and
it
think
to
of
him.
another ship.
I'm giving it to
There's
him.
a there's a second Klingon bird of prey from another movie. There's that
Lots-
there's that ship that Khan is on. There's
Lost in
whales.
Space.
Okay,
You
one.
can't
Rick got
say
one.
that. There's three. You can't say that ship that
Hold on,
Khan.
wait. Name the three he got.
He got the Enterprise A and the Enterprise D.
He didn't say 1701.
He,
I did,
but
the
he
first
knew
thing I-
Enterprise A and D. Who cares if
Okay,
he didn't
okay.
get the exact
All
number
right,
right?
you got some help here.
Pretty
He
sure I
didn't
got
give
a
a number
Alliance,
for Bird of Prey.
Constellation. Oh, those are classes. You could have said Voyager.
Yeah,
You could have
What-
said
and Khan was on the
Excelsior,
Botany Bay.
What's a
Remember, he was
Voyager
like,
and Excelsior?
Galileo.
I've never
remember,
heard of any of those.
remember when Chekhov was like Botany Bay?
Hi,
Right.
Captain.
All right, so you
How
got
can he
3. Dino
Where's
has
Damn it,
the
4.
Vern. I'm a Star Wars fan, not a
All
trekker.
right, are you ready, Dino?
So,
Are you ready?
Lost in Space is another
Hold on.
one.
Here you go. Here's your
Wait,
question.
I'm still going.
Name as many Keanu Reeves movies as you can.
Pulp Fiction. No.
What? He wasn't in that, was he?
There was the Matrix Part 2, the Matrix Part 3.
Nope,
They
don't
weren't
count.
called Part 2 and 3. They were called
It was
Reloaded and
called,
something else.
Into the Matrix, Out of
Nope.
the Matrix.
Nope.
We Are the Matrix. The one with
Trinity.
the
Go on,
beach
Trinity.
when he was the undercover guy.
How could you not say
okay.
Bill and Ted? Like,
Bill
come
and
on.
Ted.
How do you say not say
Or John Wick.
Point Break?
Point
John
Break.
Wick.
Speed.
I was
Point Break.
trying to think of Point Break. That's
So
why.
you got 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Your total score currently stands at 5.
Well, Point Break was a good one, man. One of my favorites of his.
I was stuck on Point
Look at
Break.
this. John Wick, Constantine, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, right? Like, how
Right.
does he not get Bill and
Point
Ted?
Break, Bill and Ted's
Another
Go
good
Get
Canadian
Ready,
kid.
Speed, Parenthood.
Speed, nice.
All right. You ready, Rick?
Parenthood.
No, but please
was he in
proceed.
Parenthood?
Ready?
He wasn't in Pulp Fiction.
You ready? I know.
Yeah.
Rick, you ready? All right.
Go for it.
All right. You got 3. You need to get
2.
3 to win.
3 to win.
Name
No
as many
pressure.
Mike Myers movies as you can.
Oh,
Halloween Part 2, Halloween Part 3,
Oh,
man, that's why I'm having a
Halloween
brain
Part
fart.
4.
What's that, Mike
Oh,
Myers?
I
wasn't
married
in
an
Part
axe
3,
murderer. Wayne's World 2. Groovy Baby. What the hell is the name of those movies? Austin Powers.
Shrek.
Shrek 2. Oh man, Honey, I Married the Axe Murderer is the only one that counts, really.
All right. Rick wins. He got 5
Nice.
there.
I think we should
Man,
play
I couldn't
this
think
game.
of Austin Powers. Like,
I think we should play this game and have to get wrong answers. So you could have said like Predator, Aliens.
Here's your list. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, Gold Member, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Loved Me, So I Married an Axe Murderer, Wayne's World 2.
Nice. So I married an
The
axe
Love
murderer.
Guru,
Wow, that's a good
oh,
poll.
Gold Member, Spy Who
if
Shagged
no one's
Me,
seen that movie, please watch it. It's
47
it's-
Ronin, Bram Stoker's
Oh, yeah.
Dracula, Dino. All right, so
Yeah, those
so
were
now
for
we
good.
know
Right, he
Rick
was
is
in
still
Bram
on
Stoker's
top in the
Dracula, right?
Name game.
Yeah, those
What
were
has
for
he
Dino.
won? Tom Pardo, what has Rick from Left Ghost Graphics won this week?
Our
Well, let me tell
admiration.
you, Vern, he's won the right to brag that he is the winner
Pulp
of
Fiction.
Name It.
He won a $10 certificate for eBay.
He did.
In
He did
America
way
only.
better. Rick did way better than Salacious Rum ever did on this challenge.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We had a bragging camp thing earlier. Dino was so excited to show us something. His time is up, everybody, and we'll move.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
All right, so those are vintage.
No,
No, they're actually not.
They're
These
custom.
came out in probably 2000, early 2000s.
yeah.
Okay, and you got them at Full Moon Toys and Collectibles.
No, I got them on eBay. Remember John?
Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, he won a lot, an eBay auction lot for a good price too, compared to what they
so
usually go
one of
for.
these figures alone. This isn't. I actually painted the sword. This is a He-Man sword that I painted to look like
Yeah,
Thundar's.
So those are Thundar the Barbarian figures.
yeah.
For those who are listening, Thundar the Barbarian. So we have Thundar, Ukla the Mock, and Princess Ariel's. These were some of my grail items that I wanted in my collection. I love this TV show back in the day, the cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon, watching Thundar the Barbarian. Ukla
Which
the Mock.
year were they exclusive at San Diego Comic-Con?
No. You could
No?
actually buy these. These were sold at like comic book shops and stuff like that. You couldn't find these at like Walmarts and stuff. They made what was the one with the dragon? what's that cartoon?
Black Star was that.
Black Star.
Yeah, basically, if you follow the history of Barbarian shows, they knew, like, they had an inkling that Barbarian shows would work, both Hanna-Barbera and Filmation.
Oh hell yeah!
And they did the Herculoids as like a little short. It was actually, they're only like 10 or 15 minutes long each episode because they were part of a like one of those adventure hours where they would have 4 or 5 cartoons. And then they tweaked it a little bit and came out with Thundar the Barbarian. And then Filmation said we got to do our own Barbarian, so they did Black Star with Warlock as his pet, and it didn't quite work right. And then when Mattel came to them with the He-Man idea, they were able to tweak. They were able to tweak and take some of the good stuff from Black Star and some of the ideas from Mattel and turn it into He-Man and Masters of the Universe. And that's the one show that happened to take off. So there's sort of an evolution that where they took parts from all those different shows to turn it into He-Man, which is the one that became successful.
This guy's posting next week.
One more for you, A Walk in the Clouds.
Yeah.
I want to address something that Gap had said earlier. I think it was Gap. He said Halloween 4, The Return of Left Coast. No, that's not what he said. He said...
Can anyone name a movie that both Keanu Reeves and Mike Myers were in?
Hold on.
Like,
is there one?
There must be, man. They're both Canadian.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, Gap said, I don't give away any real prizes, so what I want to show off is this is the current state of my customs that I'm doing for Enoch. I still have yet to figure out how I'm going to do the little skirt piece. Once that's completed, that is a member giveaway that's going to happen. So I do have that still in the works. I did not forget. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to figure out that whole skirt piece. I want it to look right. As soon as that's done, that's going to be a members giveaway.
I want a members giveaway of the episode 6 version of the water scene.
My own private Idaho, Dino, just for future reference on the Keanu Reeves movies.
Really? I don't know that movie. Was it?
Mike Myers.
That what the name of the movie is? Never heard of it.
Canadian brandishing the bosses Born in the USA. Funny story about that Born in the USA. When I used to play water polo, my coach thought it would be a good idea that for pre-warm-up stuff that we do some calisthenics and stuff on the pool deck. One of those being push-ups, and he used to do push-ups by saying down, and we would do a push-up. And then he discovered there was a song by Bruce Springsteen that repeatedly used the word down. And he said that from now on, he was just going to play that tape, go in his office, and every time we heard the word down, we had to do a push-up.
Space Jam, okay.
So we got to listen to that song multiple times while he sat in his office drinking his coffee.
Yeah.
I'm going down.
Well, there is a movie called Bill and Ted versus Wayne and Garth.
Yeah, I just saw that in Google. It's not a. It's like a.
It's a fan thing. It's not
but
real.
Chris says, yeah, Space Jam. The newer Space Jam. So is that LeBron Jam?
The problem is, do you really know? Because Mike Myers could have just been dressed up as somebody.
I hope we see Mike Myers again soon doing something, man. What a funny man.
Did you see that little talk show or game show thing that he did where he came out and he was all dressed up as the game show host?
That's right. It was crazy, right?
And he had like a completely different name and stuff like that. And he played the character of the game show. It was like the wackiest thing.
It was.
Thinking, is this real?
Yeah. You couldn't tell. It's like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
It's tough to find stuff as funny as what we had in the 80s. Like, that's why I was so happy with, that Beverly Hills Cop, because it wasn't his best movie, but it was funny, man. Like, and the music made it retro in a way. Like, hearing the Pointer Sisters, like 24 years later, or however many years later, pretty cool, man. Like, I can honestly say I've not played and listened to Doing a Neutron Dance in 20 years.
I have that on Pandora, man. When I'm listening to music, that's one of my songs.
It was pretty cool.
You're not hot burning around your condo or apartment.
So, Vern, are you back in the cantina in the next 3 days?
That's a negative.
He doesn't have to. He's going to buy some boots off of me.
That's what
I'm hoping. John?
That's what I'm hoping.
No, I'm not backing it. I'm going to trade Dino a Jaws Lego set for the
That's a lot of.
bar.
That's a
For
lot.
the bar
I don't know
part.
how he's going to be
I
able to
was
give
gonna-
me any boosts at this point.
Trade Dino this head.
Well, I just want the bar.
For
The little.
3
Oh,
cups.
really?
Yeah.
You don't want boosts?
No, I just want the curved bar.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
also, don't you want the entryway too, like the outside door?
I
and
want
all
the
that?
outside portion.
No, that's the part I wanted.
If we're trading the Jaws set for the bar, I'm good with that.
I will
Well,
arm
we'll see.
wrestle
We'll
both
see how
Vern
much
and
the
Super John
how
at
much
the
is
same
the.
time.
I think so. I think that might work, John.
The
Yeah,
exterior.
I don't know how much the Jaws set is yet. We'll
Yeah,
see.
minus the cups though. Minus the cups are going to be.
Yeah, I'm
that's
getting
where
the
the money is.
That's
where
the
money
extra.
is.
Well,
$10 a cup.
I did get 3 cups with my bib Fortuna, so I might be okay with cups.
Yeah.
You know?
That was Black Series.
Dance.
Gary.
I will
Now,
arm
Rob
wrestle
will give
both
me
of you.
just one. He's talking about push-ups.
I will arm wrestle both Super
Yeah.
John and Vern at the same time for a booth. Challenge accepted, right?
He's
Yeah,
got, like,
I can
4 of them,
definitely
right?
beat Rick in Left Coast Graphics in arm wrestling.
You seen these pipes? Like, I'm sorry,
It actually
brag.
does. They
It's
do
your
look
channel.
pretty
I
good.
don't like.
Yeah, Rick
Yeah.
Rick was in Over the Top. He battled Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, but he lost because
I was the
Stallone won.
1990 Port Moody arm
But-
wrestling champion, so you know.
I tell you, look at this. This actually kind of looks like Vern, doesn't it?
It's
you
it's Over the
You
Top.
do it.
That's
No,
Over
that
the
looks
Top.
nothing like me.
Sylvester
Yeah,
guy-
Stallone.
guy-
Don't part my
like
hair
Vern.
in the middle.
Yeah.
The
Same
Asian
hairstyle and
Italian
everything.
Oakhurst Studios.
Same pipe.
All right. All right, so this has been.
I believe they
Three
made
Men-
toys for that movie.
I was going to say 3 Men Monkey Lizard.
Oh,
I'm falling asleep.
All right, so this has been the Toy Duo, the late version, because we were a little bit later this week. We really appreciate everybody in the chat who showed up to hang out with us so late on a Saturday afternoon. We hope that we always try to put a good show together, and we try to do as little bickering as possible because we know nobody wants to be bickering. Actually, that's not true. We try to do as much bickering as possible because we know everybody just wants to hear us talking over each other and bickering throughout the whole show. But at the end of the day, we all know that we all have our own opinions on stuff that's going around in the world, and I appreciate all of your opinions as much as I
And
appreciate
Rick
mine.
is always right.
Well, no. And
At least
in
80% of the time, though.
in Canada. No, but anyways, we really
appreciate it.
appreciate
don't you go
everybody-
around the table and ask what we have going on?
Yeah, but we ran out of time because
No,
you had
there's
to do your
nothing.
little show off thing, so we couldn't get to it.
I know. Now
Anyway.
nobody knows that Jeopardy's happen at the end of the month.
Right?
Later in the month.
I just put out
Anyways,
a video
everybody,
today.
Make sure
Go
you
check that out.
subscribe to all of these fantastic YouTubers'
That was
channels.
a great video,
Check
Dino.
out everything that
Thank
they're
you.
doing. Toy Jeopardy's coming up in July over at Super Awesome Geek Show. Dino's going to do a green screen video. He's going to say, "Let's do this." And Rick is going to take a perfectly carded action figure, turn it clockwise while cutting off the bubble with a razor knife. And then he's going to turn it in a short with maybe some music. But anyways,
How do I get
Okay,
this?
have a nice day.
How do I get the Spectacular Spider-Man on DVD? The whole thing.
you got to go to the grocery store and buy it at checkout. Anyways, everybody, we really appreciate you hanging out. And don't forget to come back and check us out next week on the Toy Duo team.
Peace out.
Toys, 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 toys,
I like them.
toys, 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 toys,
Who
toys.
likes toys? Back that HASLAB, everyone.
And
Let's
TV
go.
and movies too.
Back to Cantina.
What are you doing?